the only time to really play this that I think is fair is if you're afraid of what they're gonna do, like with stuff they have in their hand that's not on their turn, or their turn's coming up soon, so you don't think they're gonna be gone for long.
It's a bad card in concept, but at least for me, flavor overtakes.
Yeah, it's very flavorful, which is nice.
Could I get an invite back, D3?
I think it would be infinitely better if Nerodia's Glare wasn't just her turn ending, but she also batnapped and was out for the whole round.
Yep, but then again, that makes it just like Jasper's, but worse, because you have to spend the resource for it. Because Jasper's, it's like what you need some fresh air is deal 2 fortitude, and both of you batnap when it comes to it then.
Yeah, and I think that's on Jasper because easy characters have stronger effects because they don't have mechanics to work with.
Yeah, exactly so. I'm just saying, no, that's our comparison point. Is what I'm trying to say here. That's my comparison point.
Yeah.
I need to go bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for
Bye.
playing.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I think a lot of ways, like when I look at Nerodia's deck, like when I played it, I thought the concept was really fun, but I think the execution is very strange, right? And I do want to contrast Nerodia's performance though with how she played with how she played once when I was in a 2v2 with her, and it felt like in a 2v2, suddenly her effects seemed a lot better, and it was very peculiar, right? Because then the glare effects impact multiple players, even if the target is singular, right? Which I found very interesting, right? It was cool. It worked a lot better.
Can I have the four? Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
Yeah, but and a lot of its downsides weren't downsides anymore, right?
Yeah. You go through your petrify pile faster because just of the discard passively, but you also end up having the fact that you're crippling your opponent's hand. Any cards that they have left over.
True.
So you could do a couple of petrify A's into a strong card, and if they don't negate them or don't hold the right or don't hold the right thing, like say they have a negate fortitude and a negate drink, and they give up the negate drink, and you hit them with the fortitude.
And so even then, you can't argue that it's not Dreamland, because it's the fact is that it still is a mechanic, and we had the times to where for you and your Hellfire, when you had plotted your schemes, when you had plotted cheating, for instance, or so, that's not a dream scenario. It literally happened, and then you just got canceled out of it. That can't happen for Nerodia. It's just it's work.
Yeah,
you gotta work for it.
Yeah, that's probably why Nerodia's decay and the things that make the pile feels so hard to keep up is the fact that they didn't want cards to just sit there forever that are from other people.
Yeah. If it feels bad when you don't get to play the game. It's a cool mechanic, but if a card's just gone from your deck completely, then even if it's a game when I'm in, it still feels bad forever. Alright, it is midnight CT here. Are we doing one more with you, Kat? Are we all here?
I'm willing.
I'm willing to go for one more.
Alright, 5-man table. We'd want to clear this table here, and as we do this as well, I have a flavor question for you, D3, since we will play with Moa Mao this time, I'm guessing? This is just Wednesday. I haven't played to the dead, so I can't comment on it yet. But when it comes to the thing I was going to potentially suggest out is in most characters to where they have these mechanics or so Petra had a card that was anytime gain Hellfire, Keat had anytime reveal a artifact, etc, etc. Do you have I don't know if it's for your deck quality, since you talked about your balance, and since you counted your cards, I didn't get to count it, if you have a anytime like that or so, because that does play into...
I do, yes.
Okay. Yep, that's what I was just trying to figure. Because I didn't know if that was also going to be on deck quality or not when it comes to it overall.
Yeah, I think it has an effect I need to remove, but right now I kind of want to... So the current version of the card is that it lets me play an extra action card, and I think I want to remove that clause entirely, just remove it from the card.
Okay.
But you haven't played it with it yet, so you'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Battle Lust cost to play an additional, another action card if it's your action phase, but it's super weird on an anytime card.
Yeah.
Because to me it implies, because it's a battle, I get it for everybody because it's a Battle Lust on thing, you could play it to try to help yourself, and then someone spends the Battle Lust and gets to play 2 action cards because you happen to play it during their action phase.
Yes. And
Yep.
so that's one of the ones that like there are interesting things that happen, right, because of the card. But I wonder, like, I'm thinking of getting rid of it just because it causes weird interactions. Is why I'm thinking about getting rid of it.
Yep.
Like playing an action card during someone else's turn,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's
This is
like
part
any
that I'm like-
action cards that any cards that let you take another action are
Um,
basically exclusively actions. Mine was, Sarah's
Yeah.
is, etc.
Jess, your deck is really big.
Oh shit.
That's
Whoops.
because every time you keep clicking a new character, it just keeps adding to it. So you need to just get rid of that deck and then select the character, so it's just a 40.
Yeet.
Yep.
Whoops,
All right,
sorry.
who you
All
played?
right. As I end the VOD right here real quick, can I just say, we beat Uno the movie. We are at 2:49. 2 hours, 49
Let's
minutes,
go.
everybody.
Yo.
Nice.
Say bye to the YouTube VOD.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye.
YouTube. We'll see you whenever the second game's uploaded.
That'll be in April. I'm not kidding. This
Oh,
will be
man.
in April with how far along my upload schedule is. War
I did it. I did it too.
Yep. All right. Y'all are
Beautiful.
fantastic at this.
So great.
Amazing.
How do you delete?
It would have to be D3.
Yeah, we don't have
this.
delete permission.
Yep.
Deleted.
My stream crashed again on
Yes.
me. That's great.
No.
I mean, it's fine. All right, restroom break for me, but I'll let y'all start setting up.
All right. Speaking of setting up.
I'll just look at a quick look through these stories then.
Oh, great. We have Piper and Rip Snarl in this game.
I don't know what that means.
They come together in an allies pack. Like the duos of two characters that come together, it's Piper versus Rip Snarl.
Oh, okay.
Because the reason Piper has like a big scar across her face, is it's a scratch from Rip Snarl.
Oh, okay. The null, the regular null. Although thinking about it, maybe it's not a terrible idea to build the rest of myself. That was weird. Right, where the 42 pounds at? There we go. Just grab these.
Also, this is such a technical question, but it's I've been thinking about it. For my custom deck, one of the characters is a tiefling from D&D.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
But because Petra is technically also a tiefling, and they use the name Demon Kin, for the sake of like, if anything affects Demonkins, should I put the race on the back of her cards instead of Tiefling Ranger as Demonkin Ranger to keep it consistent with Petra's classification?
I'm also gonna take a bathroom break real quick.
All right. Well, if everyone's gonna take a bathroom break, I'm in. Let's go over to Stream Manager, and let's go to Ads Manager. I'm just gonna run a quick ad while we go to the restroom. All right. See you soon. BRB.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
There's some trash.
I'm bad.
Greetings.
Alright, let's see who we got. Ripsnarl, Piper, or Thorn. Oh, so we're gonna have Ripsnarl, not Togglesnarf.
Torgelsnorf Donselton first of his name. It is required to say the entire thing.
Yes, it is. Apologies. Well, in that case then, I think I will want to change my character because we need to run a thought experiment.
What is the thought experiment you were trying to run here?
It's for D3's sake. When it
Okay.
comes to it for TLDR, I'll wait for them to get back because when we explain death mechanics, this will be good for everybody's information.
Okay.
I have a question for you while we're waiting, Cruzy, just out of
Yes.
curiosity. So we were just playing with Petra, and you know how there's the classifications on the back of cards that are kind of important for like drinks and stuff that
Yeah.
say like the person's race and class, and I believe Petra's a demonkin rogue.
Yeah.
One of my custom characters that I'm working on for the D&D campaign is a Tiefling Ranger. So for the sake of consistency of it being mixed with official stuff, should I change her race on the back of the cards to Demonkin Ranger?
I would
Just
believe so, because even though it is D&D Tiefling, fact is, in the Red Dragon universe, that is just how it's classified, so we would run with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as I think, is Wizguild and Wrench labeled as Tinkerers instead of Artificers, or do they have the Artificer class?
I'm pretty sure it is really just Gnome Tinkerer for her. I'm waiting for it to load. No, Gnomish Artificer for Wizguild, actually.
Okay,
Huh.
so it should be Kobold Artificer for
Yep, we'll figure that out right now. Wrench is Kobold Artificer. Nope, they are correctly. They are correct as
Cool,
is.
cool. So I can keep Torth as an Artificer. I don't have to change that to Tinkerer.
Yep. Alright, new YouTube VOD. Here we go then. Let's go around the table. Let's start Piper and let's go clockwise around since we went counterclockwise last time.
Right. Okay. So I'm just describing her abilities, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So every time you draw on your turn with Piper, or if other cards say you draw from the quiver, which are arrow cards, every single one of them is an arrow pun. Most of them are action cards, and on my turn, if I play an arrow action, I can play any number of arrow actions I want. Other arrows just work like normal cards, and they do count towards my hand size. Besides that, once the quiver runs out, I cannot replenish it unless I have cards that state to put an arrow back into the quiver. So it's not like a standard deck where if it runs out, I just reshuffle it.
Yeah, you're not Hawkeye from Marvel Rivals. Back up there, son.
Yeah. So basically, she has these really strong arrow cards, but they're finite.
Alright, I am Ripsnarl. Basically varies on my cards. Say I'm able to turn into a human or a werewolf. With some cards having a specific effect, depending on which form I am.
Mm-hmm.
Along with that, I have Fury, which I am able to hold up to a maximum of 3.
And that Fury will affect cards in specific
Yeah.
ways.
No, the Fury doesn't affect cards. Once you turn from human to werewolf, you get to spin your Fury, and each one is a 1 fortitude loss to another player.
Yep,
Oh.
says so on the Fury right there. Remove all Fury tokens from your form marker. Each Fury removed may be used to make a player lose 1 fortitude. They target them as, these effects may target same or different and count as they came from sometimes cards.
Not actions. Interesting.
From sometimes cards played from your hand. 1 card per player targeted. So it's all,
Yeah.
so if you have 3 Furies, it's basically 3 lose 1 fortitudes.
No, it's because it's all come from one card. If you have 3 Furies and you play them on one person, though, it becomes 1 lose 3
Okay,
fortitude.
no, never mind then. I see how it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
can
a
ignore it as one instance. I think that's just to incentivize Ripsnarl to spread it out instead of just throwing one big Fury slap at one person.
Fair
Probably.
enough.
Do that.
And I'm assuming once you use all your Furies, you run out. Werewolf
you-
form?
When you turn wolf form, he can't gain Fury. He can only gain it in human form, and then when he swaps to wolf form, he loses those Furies and spends them. Usually his cards have better effects in wolf form, so your goal is to try to get as much Fury and stay in human as little as possible, and then get into wolf, spin the Fury, and then run people down as wolf.
Yep.
Got it.
God. Okay.
Crimson is playing the inn, the actual owner of the Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, this is my first time seeing this.
Warthorn Redbeard.
Second time.
So, Warthorn Redbeard. Their gimmick is that
Yes.
some of their cards, as you can see on his player mat, have a touch symbol at the bottom, to where they basically get to reveal it, and it just has extra small effects or so. Some positive, some negative, some all around altogether. Very fun. Nice and simple.
Alright, sounds good.
Otherwise, I need to just add, it's covered in RDI 7, which is, you know, the entirety of the Red Dragon Inn crew. Instead of passing out or sleeping in the stables when they run out of money, they will just go back to work. Which
Yeah,
I find...
Dishes specifically.
We don't get kicked out.
Also, it cracks me up. The dwarf with anime eyes.
Yeah.
Picture this. Can we have a mod with, yeah, the Warthorn has anime eyes, but give him yaoi hands. Just enlarge that.
No.
Oh my god.
I am playing simple Gurky the Sneak, a lovable scamp of a rogue who has as much cheating cards as anybody can hold. Who wrote, like, when we looked at the spreadsheet overall for me here, Gurky is actually, he's not the one with the most cheating necessarily. Actually, that record goes to Fleck the Bard, who has 16 cards of to gambling, or Gurky ties for second with 15 overall. That still is second in every character that I've researched so far. So lots of ways to affect gold one way or another, and that's just gambling. I have other ways to affect gold outside of that. So I am the first ever gold-centric character, and I'm playing this because we need to run an experiment for our new custom character played by D3.
Yep. We're playing Moa Mao. So there's a wall of text we gotta go unleash here. It is in the on-air section for anyone who wants to review it for later, but
Yep.
I will give the highlights for everyone. If you hurt Moa Mao, or if she hurts you, aka does 42 damage, whoever hurts her gains a battleless counter, and as does she, and whoever she hurts gets a battleless counter, as does she. If someone gives a drink to Moa Mao during their order a drink step, they also give a single battleless counter to Moa Mao. To use a battleless effect, spend a number of battleless counters equal to the number on the card, i.e. for battleless 3 effects, you must spend 3 battleless. Anyone may pay the battleless cost for Moa Mao's cards if they have the correct number of battleless counters. If multiple people, including Moa Mao, opt to pay the battleless cost, we start a round of battleless bidding, which goes as simple as raise, fold, or match. If there's a tie, because in the end everyone has an exactly equal amount of they are spending, Moa Mao decides to break the ties. And the only really important interaction to note is that if you cannot choose to tie, one of you must raise if you have more. So, if, for example, if you and I both have 3, but I have 4, then I must raise it to 4. I can't hold my extra one for later. So that stops interactions where, like, we both tie and then I decide that I win, even if I have more laying around. Also, notably, even if you don't win, you still spend your battleless. Your battleless still goes back to the pool. Make sense?
Alright, gotcha.
Now, on this end, you explain your character, but who is this character for the YouTube denizens?
So, Moa Mao is, well, me, for lack of a better word. Moa Mao is my streaming persona. She came from a D&D campaign, several of them, many of them. Part of why I play Moa Mao as my VTuber avatar is because I've been blue-balled so many times. Moa Mao is this barbarian concept of a fusion of a bard and barbarian 1-to-1, right? And I find the concept very fun. However, she's like the kiss of death for many campaigns. Most campaigns that I tried to play her in, they either end before they start, or they only have a single campaign. In fact, we have one of the people from one of those campaigns here. It's like, hello, Jess.
Hello, I am here.
Jess Lugo was actually part of one of the campaigns where she actually got to be part of more than one round of gaming.
There you
I
go.
may or may not have accidentally sabotaged it.
Yikes.
That is also the game where Moa Mao got the hat. So this hat is here because of that particular game that Jazz was in.
Nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
There you go.
Lore.
So, backstory before we do our Candyland and decide what drink deck or so. In the previous game, I finally won with my modded character, which puts me at a 1 in 7 win rate. That is a 14% win rate that I just calculated on Google. How many games have you played with Moa Mao so far in your testing, D3?
So I've done 8 with my personal group, and then 4 with your group.
So that's...
Of those,
Yep.
yeah, that's 12. Of those 12, in your group, I've done 50-50, so 2 and 2. and in my group, I've gone 6-2, so 66% win rate.
Yeah,
that's really
and
high.
For a table of 4 to 5 people, that is absolutely skewed. So on my spreadsheet that I have, we did the numbers on it because we did a little bit of a balance discussion. There wasn't really any changes when it comes to it. It's my first time playing, so we'll see, at least in this group or so. But the main thing is when we went down to it, on your group, the insights were you just felt pretty ubiquitous in most aspects. But when we did the numbers, you do have less than average when it comes to like gambling or wanting to, or when it comes to affecting drinks. Not annoying, but just affecting overall then. So,
yeah,
on that end, we agreed as a thought experiment, I'm gonna play Gurky, who is one of the more notorious money-grubbing characters, to see if if it really is you are just solid overall, or if that solid lack of gambling when it comes to it then does barrel it down.
Yeah, I think Born Dwarf really characterized how most people in my playgroup feel about gambling. They try to avoid it at all costs. They could have a 5-hand round of gambling in their hand, and they'll send all 5 to the discard pile and draw 5 more. They won't even touch gambling. So I've been very unpunished for my relative weakness in the gambling area. And on top of that, I also have less money interaction in general. And again, they don't touch gambling. So even if I just win 1 round, I'm basically safe for the entirety of the match because they don't do anything else.
You want me to break down the stats on that? Or should I just not?
Sure, go for it.
The average for gambling cards or anything to affect the round of gambling, such as kicking cheaters, affecting the pot or so, boils to around 14. My deck has 11. Moamau has 12. Well below the average for both of them when it comes to it. I meant my mod deck. Gurky absolutely is, once again, he's at 15. He's above the bell curve.
Also, notably, unlike most characters where, if they do have some sort of effect on their cheating cards, like their personal cards, they're usually free as part of the card. Notably, on my cards that I have for those, there's a cost to them. And I'm not always in control of that cost.
Since people can just bet you up. Gambling in my gambling is more likely than you think. So, once again, this is a balanced thought experiment, considering how it is my first time getting to play, so I might be able to get some insights since you've played 12 games now, and I have not been able to be a part of one of them. And once again, I'm not specifically targeting you, because quite frankly, Gurky can just siphon coin out of everybody, let's be real here. But this is a good thought experiment, since your table, and that's the majority of where you got your testing data has been gambling averse. So, once again, we're gonna see. But first, as always, Candyland, Candyland, Candyland.
Before you click it, let's make it bigger.
I'd like to suggest, can we try the Adventurer's Nye drink deck?
Yeah, we could.
Sure.
I just dropped the die.
Which one's that?
It's the new set Adventurer's Nye. Grinderbin, the mushroom guy I played when we were testing Mao last time, the shopkeeper. He's from that set. It's the newest set that's come out, so it's like an actual live play D&D campaign that got official characters made, and this is the drink deck from their
cool.
Their nightclub in the stream they play.
Otherwise known as the Adventurous Night Club.
Yeah, the Adventurous Night Club.
Yep.
So D3, you go first.
All right, but first, dip your drinks.
Yep.
God damn it, I'm last again.
Let's see. This time,
no, we're going clockwise, so you're straight in the middle.
Yeah, let's use the turn timer this time. The turn counter this time. That way, it's a little bit easier.
I mean, clockwise does have it in that way, so we are totally fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, I will say as well, for those of you that don't know Adventurer's Nye, we did get to play with Grindelman last time, and it is, the current artwork, but you may have recognized it because it is what you see out of what used to be Escapist, now Second Wind. So Yahtzee, for instance, if you recognize that name in the online sphere. That is their group.
Honestly, this is probably about as good a hand as I can hope for. I'm not going to discard anything, I don't think.
Fine enough, then.
I could go fishing, but, yeah, if I did do it, it would be to go fishing, right? But I could actually screw myself out of a hand. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Alright. Pick another player. They lose 1 fortitude. I am terrified of a gold hand. Gurky, take 1 damage.
1 damage? You dare hit Gurky Lord of Coin? Alright, fair enough.
Alright, here you go. Here's your Battlelust counter.
I'm not gonna get to 2020 this game, but let's be real here. it's not my character to do so. Also,
And then,
when we do get down to you finishing up your deck, if you want, I can help you with your typesetting to make it more uniform with, how the rest of the typesetting in font is.
Yeah, probably. That would be grateful.
There's also the egregious thing, too, is just like, on your mat, you're just going over the draw and discard.
Yep.
That's...
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that you said something right now. No one said anything.
How not? I'm behind the table. You're just standing in front of the table. The only thing that you're not behind is the numbers and your name. And you still have my subtitle of The Wind to Thy Wings.
I didn't notice the wind to thy wings, but I did notice you were in front of the table, and I was like, that's probably just something they'll fix later.
Can we make a mod to where it's Holden's I don't think so for his player mat, but he's just in front of the table and all the text?
Death staring the...
Yes. I think that is my
Amazing.
favorite card out of the entire game. Holden's I don't think so.
I think
Speaking of
one
which,
of
it's
my
time to order a
favorite
drink.
is Jet's super fast one, where it's just his face. It's like the whole frame.
Isn't that the lose 3 fortitude one?
Yeah, it's one where he's like, I can't stop!
Yep.
Scary.
Round
on the
house
house.
immediately.
Immediately, that's crazy.
Oh boy.
-2 and a chaser? Is that what that says?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh my
2 with a
goodness
chaser.
gracious.
And -1. Jesus Christ.
So we have a
That's a
Oh.
+2,
Murder Hunt,
-3.
the chaser of the Vestiges Best Vintage Wine with Musk the Musk.
Oh
So that's
my God.
-3 fortitude and +2 alcohol content.
Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Well,
I'm gonna play target practice. Ignore a event, drink, action, sometimes or anytime card that affects your fortitude.
Oh wait,
And that
yeah,
drink
I got.
does do so.
Oh yeah, no, those drinks affect your fortitude. No, you can just go to the event, right? That's what you would do.
No, I'm ignoring the drink.
remember,
Oh, okay.
chases combine it all into one drink altogether. In fact, it still works either way.
Yeah,
and
it
ignore
works either
drinks.
way.
Squirrel.
Technically, the event doesn't affect my fortitude because it doesn't have a thing, but this does.
Yep.
Speaking of which, free disinfectant. Ignore a drink.
Yeah, sorry. The winch thinks you should stop playing with your drinks, Mama.
Okay. Are you playing on me? Are you playing on me specifically, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I don't
Yeah,
think
the
it
other people have other cards, which is why I usually
Yeah,
ask
like,
people to
please
play
don't
specific-
put it in your discard first. Let's put it in front, people.
Okay,
Yeah,
in that case, I play
sorry, I'm used to
another
playing
free
in
dis. Another one.
Yeah, the one just thinks you should stop playing with your drinks.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, sorry. The reason I said your name is because that's usually how when I play in person, you put it in the discard, then you say the name of the card, and then the person you're affecting.
Yeah, but the fact is, we
nice.
can't point at each other 2 feet away. We need to see
No.
the
Yeah.
tabletop because I have to zoom out to get to you, Cat.
Yeah, like that works because when you can like look up and like confirm eye contact and point. You can't do that in tabletop, unfortunately. Either way, it looks like I'm being targeted a little bit.
No, I think it's you're the only person who dodged the drink besides me.
No, that's not true. Jazz also dodged it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just missed that. I targeted you because you're the first person I heard
Please
who
play,
dodged it.
please play your card out, not in the discard first. Next time, people. All right, we
Yeah.
settle it. We're good. We're good.
Okay,
and
so
it's
I
two alcohol and
3
free health.
Yep.
All right, well that happened, I guess.
It's not as bad as
Yeah.
my Wizdo game. I'm only down to 14 instead of 12 on turn one. It's not even turn one. It's not round 2 of turn 1. This is still round 1 of turn 1. I'm at 14 health, dude.
Yep. All right, well here you go.
All right, Piper.
Okay. 5. So I draw 1 arrow card.
Yep.
And 1 drink. I'm gonna put all my arrow cards over here just for things. I'm going to play on Rip Snarl since you ignored the drink. Oh, I hate it when my string breaks. Pick another player, they lose 2 fortitude.
Flavorful, because Piper is attacking Ripsnarl, and in the hit expansion, Piper versus Ripsnarl.
And the hit Red Dragon Inn's ally Piper versus Rip Snarl. Get it today at your local Slugfest games.
Yep. Listen, like when we do gambling, I just need to pre-record my lines and have it be like an answering machine. Gurky raises the pot. The token passes to the left.
Winch thinks you stop playing with the drinks. Or
That's
not say
that's
Winch brings some drinks to my
drinks.
friends. I can English. Bonk.
I'm pretty sure you're
let's-
Piper, not English.
Alright, who's getting the drinks?
So that's 1 for Momomo. And then I will give 1 to, I'll just so I don't have to remember, Gurky and Rip Snarl.
Can do.
Gooses.
Here, I got it.
And then
We're good.
I will drink
No.
Hugly's Flop. Each player loses 1 fortitude and discards the top card of their drink me pile.
Dude, this sucks. I'm taking more damage?
Yep. But you
I'm
get
at
to lose
13.
all the drinks I just handed out.
I'm at
That's
13
great.
health.
Do we at least see what they are?
Yeah, we're just starting it.
Yeah, you can. They're going to be revealed on the discard, so you can.
I mean,
check
I
them.
guess I'll take 1 fortitude
Oh, God.
rather than 2 with a chaser.
Okay, yeah, it's really good.
Oh, I wish I had. I would have liked that one.
Hey, I guess it's a good thing I kind of handed out drinks to everyone, because that way,
Yeah,
Ripstall doesn't get to sober up.
and by sober up you mean you go you go negative on integer. Now you have negative 1,000 alcohol. All right, so in that case, then Rip Snarl.
All right. Let's see. All right.
Time for gold. Just keep the silver away. So, what is our action going to be? In the meantime, I will also
Also,
look at the
for
rewards ditch.
reference, just to be safe, because this question has come up. If you are currently that form and it says turn into that form, nothing changes. Like
Okay.
you just stay.
Wait, I'm in.
Gambling?
Ooh.
Oh boy, we're in.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to swipe the tip, so I'm gonna pay with gold from the inn for me.
How, that's nefarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, how dare you do that while I'm here?
Fair enough, fair is right. Alright, so that is in control, so passes over. Warthorn.
I'm in.
Warthorn is in. I think I will pass for the moment. Where's my... Wait, where the heck is my tracker? Where's my little thing?
You don't get one.
I ate it.
hated it.
Where's my little console?
You don't get one. Hell,
Pass.
That's really strange. That's really strange. Pass.
Pass.
Rip Snarl, you have to win. Either you have to play a card or Warthorn wins the round.
Shit. Oh, look over there, vampire.
That it very much so is true. That is a vampire. Rip Snarl takes control.
the Red
Warthorn.
Dragon Inn doesn't tolerate cheaters.
Usually, when there's a cheating card, negate the cheating card, you win the round of gambling. Before you do that,
shit.
though, I want to grab a coin from the pot when no one's looking. Take 1 gold from the pot.
Going
Yoink.
around with gambling. Yeah.
Damn it.
But Warthorn does win the round.
Playing the pot.
So,
Easy
You
money.
came out of that gold up.
yeah. I
Yep.
I literally just I swiped the tip and then I swiped the gold.
Wow. Wow.
All right,
Never
Rip
mind.
Snarl, order a drink.
On me.
Please, not the entire deck.
Nope.
Yep. I mean, yeah, everybody pay gold right now.
Yeah. Yeah, pay the gold.
I already grabbed one, so you don't have to drag one over to me.
And Rip Snarl, what will you be drinking today?
Alright, let's see what we got.
Murder Dome Punch.
Murdersome punch.
-2.
Actually,
There's a lot of
maybe
these.
A base would drink this.
Ignore drink.
So yeah, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
not
you
drinking it.
Oh, geez. Stop playing with the drinks. Negate a card. Yep, once thinks you should stop. So, I don't think so, or no.
Fine.
Fair enough. 2 fortitude. Warthorn Redbeard.
Aye, my turn now.
I've only ever had one game with Warthorn and Dimwit together, and let me just say, everybody hates it when the dwarves can't stop acting in roleplay. Dimwit, it's good to see you, old friend. You know, we should pick back a few drinks back in the Undercity sometime.
I had a game in person where it was Warthorn, Dimly, and I was Wrench. And so they said we were all sitting at the little people table. And then they kept playing any card that mentioned dwarfs against each other, like the dwarven wrist wrestling cards and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Minding my own business with a mountain of gizmos.
I love that.
Oh my god. And also spiking each other's drinks with dwarven water.
Yeah,
Dude.
So what I'm hearing is that the dwarves in the Red Dragon Inn universe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I need to say, they're the frat guys of the Red Dragon Inn universe. We're spiking drinks, brother. We're wrestling with each other. We're showing off our muscles and our armor and our cool stuff, brother.
It was even more fitting that the first drink I pulled as Wrench, one of the only 2 Kobold characters, was labeled Kobold Punch.
Yeah, brother, one of us. Drink from the solo cup.
And then the one time Warthorn targeted me, the story he pulled was the one called, Did You Know Kobolds Are Related to Dragons?
Remember that time when I figured out that kobolds are... Wait, actually, I can't do it. You're a Warthorn. I'll let you do that. Anyway.
Don't you remember the time? Oh, yeah.
Real quick, Ed in chat says this song is quite nice. I can send you the playlist if you want.
Piper, get your feet off the table.
Oh.
3 fortitude. I'm doing dwarf voice. I need to stop. I'm playing dirty.
Don't worry. Knock and load. Pick another player. It's a hit back card for 2.
Back for 2.
Wait, is that an action? Is that sometimes card?
Sometimes to hit back.
It is.
Well, we dwarves are a hearty folk.
And you know...
And you can tell it the story. So before anything else resolves, you gotta do the story for it.
Did I ever tell you about the time when Frank became an alchemist? Reduce my alcohol content by 2. Put this card in front of another player while it's there. That player may play it as a sometimes card. Reduce the effect of the drink by 2.
So who are you giving it to?
You know, I could kind of use that with how I'm already the most hurt.
You know, there's a pretty cool werewolf right beside you.
You could
I sixth the wench.
the top of the head with
I won't.
help.
You know, I sixed the wench on you the last time. You should get this one.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, I work here, damn it. Like,
Gotta do.
Okay, that's it.
Alright. Order your drink.
No, I don't think anyone works here because of the drink deck. We're at the Adventurers Night.
Oh yeah, to be fair, we're at one of the many. Did they confirm that they're doing a tavern crawl for Adventurers Night?
Yes, it's specifically in the bonus deck that gives you Moped and other stuff.
Yeah, I knew that Moped was coming around with, you know, the official
order. You get a General Chaos Events deck and a Tavern Crawl.
Cool.
With Moped.
Anyway,
this drink reminds me.
3 alcohol, but Warthorn wants to ignore it.
From Bendori's Big Ass Ale.
Going twice.
Well, you know, that reminds you of...
That reminds me of the time my patrons defeated Mordgear the Mad Dragon.
Each other player...
Celebrations got a little rowdy.
Dude, nah, this freaking sucks so much. I need to check something. These here... Let's see here. These cards count as a single card of the original card's type.
Sometimes.
So it's a sometimes.
this is sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide in shadows. I'm tired of taking fucking chip damage, dude. Fuck this.
Fun fact, the Mad Dragon is the final
that's
boss
it.
of
Battle for Draenor,
the original one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Why do you think it's called the Red Dragon Inn?
Anyway, here. I forgot to give out a drink, so,
No, it's totally fair. Also, you slapped me, so you did a fortitude counter. Or
right.
Battle Lust counter.
Battle Lust.
I gave it to you already.
Oh, you gave it to me. Wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you.
Alright. Dirk the Lord of Corn. We'll discard 2, draw 5.
When did Warthorn, was it?
I cleaned the whole table.
Right,
Guys,
because of the
sometimes everybody
story.
uses a fortitude.
Yep.
So anyway then, when it comes to it. I think we should do a round of gambling, everybody!
Uh,
Oh,
listen.
Yeah, maybe next time. The house is quite packed.
Actually, not now. I'm sharpening my claws.
wow, nobody wants to compete for gold, huh?
Wants
Alright.
to.
So just 3 of us in here. In that case, then, I will take control. Would you like to play anything, Moamau?
Huh. That's a really good question.
It is a really good question.
I will go ahead and pass.
Pass, Piper.
I raise.
You raise. Interesting
Oh.
enough. Oh, I think I raise.
Oh god.
Moamau.
Sorry. And then let me pass that on just to have it
Yeah,
right.
no, I just have to take control since my console is gone for whatever reason.
Yeah, and we need to just
Yeah.
physically move it
Yeah.
because of the people that are out.
Moamau.
I raise question mark?
Good night.
Piper.
I will pass.
This is a winning hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. I will pass.
I pass.
Gertie gets all the coins.
Yeah.
I need to
You
just
added
do this
another.
automatically for my own self. In the I'll put it in my deck. In the meantime, then Ripsnarl will get a drink
Aw,
for me.
I swear,
a light
um,
give it to me.
I swear I never get screwed from gambling for being out of gambling cards. I get screwed out of gambling because I don't have cheating cards against winning hands.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case then, I have my gold, so Moamau, it is your turn.
Alright, click the button.
I
Who has
can't
the
because
button
it's still
right now?
Crimson.
Oh,
Beautiful. There we go, beautiful. Alright, we're gonna send this. And we're gonna draw a new 6. Oh, one more. What do we got here to play with? That's helpful for later. Not really helpful right now.
This is a surprise tool that'll help us later.
But it's so unfortunate.
So while you're looking over that, who here realized that the Red Dragon Inn coins have a heads and tail side and aren't the same on either side?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait,
What?
The Red Dragon Inn coins have a heads and tail side.
Oh, they told.
Oh,
my
they
God.
do!
I have played
Oh,
this
yep.
game for like 5 years and I've never noticed this.
I realized
my
it this
God.
week because I was playing with the metal coins and I was just inspecting
Oh,
the metal
shit,
coins because
too.
metal pretty, and I realized it. I was like, no way.
This just in, Chad is a dragon in real life, inspecting their shiny hoard.
Correct. I got metal coins
Seems
when I
okay.
didn't know I was getting metal coins. I'm still going to inspect my pretty metal coins.
Oh, Major Lol.
Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, so this is gonna be the weird if interaction stuff that we noticed before, right?
Okay.
We're
Aye.
specifically mentioned. Alright, so first, boss. I can't let you stay dry.
Pick another player. They lose 2 fortitude and you order them a drink.
I'm assuming by boss you meant Warthorn.
Yep, Warthorn.
Boss of another inn.
Another inn.
Aye.
And here's your complimentary drink. Now you get a battle lust, and I get a battle lust. And now in the action phase, wait, hold on. Does the action phase end when the card resolves, or when I declare that I'm moving on to the next phase? I should probably have asked that
I think it ends when it resolves because you only have one action card unless it says you can play an additional action card.
I will
Okay.
pull up the rules right now real quick.
Yeah, I
Yep.
already pulled them up here to check.
It just says you may play one action card, discard if you play gambling, blah blah. If you cannot, you do not have to. It doesn't. It just says you play one action card, and then it just goes to order a drink.
Okay, got it. So I'll assume that I missed my timing then. So I'll assume. Okay.
I mean, I guess this
Yeah.
is good for us in the future for getting to know, like how we figured out the weird interaction for if both people want to negate a cheating.
Yeah. I'll assume that like action phase, if action phase has to be either before it resolves or
While it's resolving, I guess.
yeah, while it's resolving. Yeah. Which, fair enough. All right. So that was that, I guess. So then, it's order a drink phase. How are you looking on drinks? You're looking a little bit thin.
Everybody's got one besides me. Yep.
All right, and then let's see
My
how
V2
bad.
flag froze on me.
How bad's the damage? Let's find out. A
Protein
protein
shake.
shake. Oh, it's not bad at all.
Centaur tested and himbo approved.
I find it hilarious that Moa Mao, the most muscular defined out of us, gets the himbo drink.
Yeah.
On brand.
Amazing.
Yeah, very few.
Very on
check their
brand.
art. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it happened to get the cardboard ones too. A low key, I was tempted to check myself on the coin.
Alright. So I draw another arrow.
Yep. Piper
Yep.
gets
Oh,
the
sorry.
arrow.
Oh, and we do get to. There is a difference in the backs.
Yeah. It's just like everyone checking their IRL coins. Like, is this the same one? Does it work the same way? Is it literally the dragon's head and the dragon's tail?
Yep, it is.
Also, pure curiosity. I just realized that Keith's the artifacts are over here. I'm just gonna like pure curiosity. I want to see what's in these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the
Alright.
rusty nail from Keats Artifacts. The best.
Yeah,
It's
what's
so
the rest?
funny. It's because it makes every time it moves to another person, it makes them lose a fortitude.
Yep.
Oh.
You just keep
Ooh.
gambling it away, or yeah, if somebody has to take it, then oh
the joke
boy.
is it's just the gift that keeps giving because it just pokes people for chip damage the entire
We
game.
totally forgot
Oh!
we totally forgot the cheat also has a nap card.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only problem is it's a chance for him to get it or pass it to someone else.
Well, the
Anyway.
thing is that he can get it or pass it, but also Lizwit also has a nap card when they get the prick of poison. So
Yes.
that's still.
I
that's still-
will
Damn, there's.
pass my action. Drink Belmo. And
There were
drink
so
my
many possible ones that we
Ooh.
didn't get that would have had huge impacts.
Ghoul Booster Ecto Chiller. +1 health,
Grandma's
and I
Ghost.
can draw a card from my character deck.
Oh, okay.
So now I know why there's so many Fortitude Lost cards, because there's...
A lot of fortitude
Yeah,
gain cards.
too bad only 2 of you are drinking positive ones.
Alright, and I'll just do that immediately. That gave me a quick draw hoster, which is an anytime draw an arrow card.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough.
You're actually gonna have a whole hand of arrows.
And then my action phase will be insane.
Yep. Otherwise, then that was your drink, and then anytime. So Rip Snarl. Jazz.
Alright, let's see. But this way and outside. Alright. Hey, Mama Mao.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I'm the talk dog around here.
Okay.
Take 2 damage of fortitude.
What if I don't
become a
want
wolf?
to? Empule of Lorenzini. Later on action sometimes maintain card that affects your fortitude. You and the player who gained that both gain 1 battle loss counter. Also,
and you-
this,
So do you gain 2 and the other person gains 1?
yes.
Hmm.
As
Okay.
well as effects that I'm contemplating removing the second effect. That's on that's on the table for me to remove it, by the way.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Alright.
We'll see if it's a Nerodia situation, considering how you haven't had the chance to really spend.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, once again, playtest as always.
Yep.
It's the very least for like when it comes to my deck. Even though it's been less, my mechanics are a lot simpler, and I think we're pretty nailed down on my final edition. For yours, we're still tuning.
Okay. Wrench. Oh shit. Wench. Bring some drinks.
For these,
For these
fiends.
And let's see. Here. Here. Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stack it on.
I mean,
stack it on
usually,
top.
that's usually how it goes with my IRO table of if you ignored my action, you're getting all the drinks. A drinking
Drinking
contest!
contest.
Oh,
boy.
no, dude.
Oh, especially with this deck, that's crazy.
This is gonna be so bad. We actually are about to have to reshuffle things.
It's a drinking contest too, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's
well,
a drinking contest, so everybody up. Ready up?
Alright.
Ready?
All right.
Flip.
Let's
Oh,
see
no.
here.
Corn whiskey.
I
Oh,
got
no.
Bluefish
Oh
challenge, so it's a 0
no,
for me.
Chief. So, Chaser for Rip Snarl as well, real quick.
I'm gonna play an
Alright.
anytime card,
Chaser, real quick.
Oh.
Chaser.
Oh.
and in end of this. So there's a couple things that are gonna have to happen in order, so
And
we need
water.
to be careful about this.
It's just a hit for 2 and a discard.
Okay.
Real quick, let's go over this and let's go over the drinking contest first. Piper got 0, Rip Snarl got 2, Warthorn got 2, Dirty got 3, Moamau got 5.
5.
So
Yeah.
let's resolve what cards you are playing, Moamau.
So first, I'm going to pick another player. They lose 1 alcohol content. You both gain 3 battle lust. You draw a card. So this happens first, but I need to declare. Someone needs to decide before any activates things activate if they're going to pay battle lust. I will choose not to pay battle lust. I'm gonna guess no one else is either, since this is the drinking step.
Yeah, that second
I
effect doesn't do anything.
Yep, I
Yep.
am
Yeah.
declining.
All right, so you lose 1 alcohol.
Yay! Then I'm gonna gain 2 anyway.
Wait. And then draw a card. Helpful? Not helpful?
Yep, and then for little me because we need to reshuffle the drink deck.
Yeah. And so, for little me. Yep, that's in response to the reshuffle for the drink deck.
Not just
So-
the drink deck, we also have to pay Mama Mao for
Yeah,
Mow him out. Mow him out.
I keep hearing Momomo, and I'm like, this is not the K-pop group, nor is it the Lemur from
No, it's
Avatar: The
just
Last
mumbling.
Airbender.
Okay, so I got 2 gold. I'm missing 2 gold. Yeah, I got 2 gold. I'm missing 2. For the
That
drink- for
card
the
only
drinking
says
contest.
pick a non-Momo player.
No, for the drinking contest.
Oh, for the drinking contest.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the drinking contest time. All right.
And now pay 1 to the inn as well.
I'm still missing
Yep.
1 from the drinking contest. Did everyone
I
get?
gave mine up.
I gave mine.
I already gave one.
I gave mine.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, someone did it because I'm at 9. I should be at 10. No,
Not-
wait, hold on. I'm bad at math. Never mind. I'm terrible at math. Never mind. You're good. You're good.
All right, resolve the drinking contest stuff first. Let's all adjust our stuff.
Yep.
And I will shuffle the deck.
This goes
I'm,
away,
I'm adding 2 fortitude to my drink, by the way.
and then I'm going
Here,
to do it.
get a
I'm going to use the
wisdom for-
Frank Alchemist in response to that too. By the way, so instead of 5, I get 3.
Copy.
Give that
Yeah.
to me,
Right.
please.
Yep. And then this is in response to the bottom of the deck. So this is a 1 battle loss. So anyone who has at least 1 can enter into this, right? So instead of me paying the in gold, they just use 1 from its own. The in pays for itself basically here. But
Mhm.
someone could pick someone else to give them another gold. Would anyone like in on that?
No, I'm good.
I
You got 6
literally
gold?
can't pay anything.
Oh. Actually, let me retract the gold that I did pay because I want in on that real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't
Actually,
stop
wait,
you from
ac-
paying. Yeah, it doesn't stop
Actually,
you
wait,
from
no.
paying.
Never mind. Yeah, I don't want in. I thought that it made me not pay and had someone. It's just the battle lust effect.
Well,
Just
okay,
for
it's my
1 battle lust?
Yep, for 1.
Give me in. I need
Yeah,
more
I'm
coin.
in
I
I'm
need
in
more
too.
coin.
That's 17 gold. Yeah, no, you definitely
Yes. Well, I want to keep raising it, ladies and gentlemen.
do. Yep. So it's just you and me right now.
Yep,
Yeah.
gimme.
So I need a raise. There you go. So you need to go to 4,
Gimme.
and I have to go to 5.
Yes. I'm fighting for this gold. I am Gertie, Lord of Coin.
Yep. And so
Alright.
I win, but
Yep, all of that's going away.
All that's going away.
It's 1 gold, but it's the principle of the thing.
And Gurkly, you have some extra.
Gurkly.
Gurkly.
I think even when you
That's what-
reduced it, you've had too much to drink.
I'm back at my starting gold. Let's go.
And did you take the drink, Rip Snarl, and discard a card?
Yeah.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Wait. Also,
Alright.
hold on. I need to rewind about this second here. I need to remember. You paid a gold. What's that? You had to sometimes to avoid paying the inn gold, right?
Yeah,
Didn't one
right.
of your drinks say pay a gold to the inn, if I recall?
It did. You're right. Bam.
Yep. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Warthorn then.
Well,
Hi, my turn.
You're not cheating me out of your coins so easily. I'm just saying. Yes, it is your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I Okay, great. Anyways, I'm skipping my action phase.
Oh man.
that's
But don't
rough,
worry,
buddy.
I have 5 sometimes cards to order drinks, right? Right?
However, wench, bring some drinks while I spin a yarn.
3 drinks for free.
All right. Oh, and you got a yarn. All right. What's the story, Grandpa?
Oh, first and foremost,
Uh,
let's get the drinks out of the way.
Just a quick 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And as for my story, did I ever tell you about the time pirates attacked from the skies? They were raining dragons, I tell ya.
You get a little too animated.
They lose
No.
1 fortitude. You lose 1 fortitude.
Hmm.
My VTube studio is working again. Let's go.
Anyway, no Mao. I got a little too enthusiastic while I was telling ya this tale.
Ah,
Can I be honest? I was half expecting to take another chip of damage.
there you go. Enjoy your battle lust.
Thank you. Oh, I was definitely considering it. Don't bet.
Yeah, well, I mean, it works out for you since you need your battle lust. Does you want to actually participate? Question mark. All right, Turkey turn.
Hey, you tried to cheat me out of my hard-earned drinks.
I only care about the money, not the drinks.
No, I think I actually didn't drink last.
Coffee.
Did I drink?
Wow. Yeah. No.
Yours was a drinking contest.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you had the
that's right.
whole drinking contest.
Up.
Welcome back, High Res Cruise. Is my pit still really? I guess it is. Bit cruisy versus High Res Cruisy. I think High Res Cruisy would be cursed because that's just me, just as myself, IRL.
Yeah, and you've got to do the same movements as the V2 model, so
Yep.
the exact same way it moves.
So anyway, guys, let's go gambling again.
Oh, god damn it.
Ah.
Oh.
No gold pile found. That's not right.
Gold.
There it goes.
You want me money, I see.
Why, of course, I'm dirty. I only gamble. Moa Mao.
Fuck. Pass.
Passes. We go to
I
Hyper.
pass.
Hyper passes. Rip Snarl.
Ass.
Warthorn.
Let's get this out of the way right here.
A winning hand?
hand.
Why, that's a very good winning hand that you got there. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I might have dropped my cards.
So I'm gonna air rogue that.
Oh, shit.
Negate
arrow?
it, you lose 2 fortitude.
I lose 2
Jesus.
fortitude.
Jeez. That's fun.
Wow, that sucks. I hate this.
And then
I'm
I take control of the round of gambling, and round continues to my left, so it's now Rip Snarl's turn.
That's a cool card. I like
Yeah, I love that arrow.
To hell of it.
gambling. You're in.
that. You're it. All
In
right.
either case, turn human. Warthorn.
I'm not worried. The house always wins.
Take control. Let me play this.
I wonder why it's not just a cheat. Oh, it's not a cheating card because then you can't play like a cheating card against it.
It's
right?
a winning
Exactly.
hand. Yep.
And so you can't play like the air rogue or negated
Yeah.
or something.
And
Yeah.
for flavor,
Oh.
Warthorn doesn't have cheating. He just has that winninger hand as it's defined by the community.
Yeah, we call them winning your hands.
All right.
Oh, in that case then, I think I'll have to pass.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Hyper.
I'm not gonna risk it. Gambling, I'm in.
Gambling. In that case, Jazz or Ripsnarl.
Pass.
Orthorn.
I've got to pass this one.
Ooh, I think I'm still in.
Oh my god.
Moa Mao.
I pass.
Piper.
I pass.
Ripsnarl.
Get back your cheating.
Pass.
Orthorn.
You win this one.
Ooh, Dirty wins another round of gambling, it seems.
Go fuck yourself, you.
Lord of Coin over here, it seems. I mean, fuck myself, at least you get to drink your sorrows away. Ooh,
Did you pass,
black
did you pass
eye.
to someone, by the way?
What's up?
Did you pass drink to someone?
I did. I passed it to Ripsnarl because they said fuck you, so I said, yeah, you can drink your sorrows away.
Awesome.
So I will drink this, and that just gets to be here for me. And I am already in single digits. Actually, no, I've been in single digits. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Please don't chip me. Moa Mao.
Yes.
Swear to
Yeah,
God, if you-
rates are looking a little dire.
Kind of.
2, 3. All right. Well,
I swear to God, if you guys get me out of gold before I can play again after I waited that entire game.
Oh my god. Oh, that one! Oh no!
I mean, look
I
at the
don't-
table. If you want
I'm
to,
sorry.
you can't.
It's my only
wouldn't
action.
be.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be mad if you killed me for the gold, but that would also ruin my thought experiment for Moa Mao. But it's fine either way.
Well,
Gambling, I'm in.
Oh, we're gambling? Oh boy, here we go.
It's my only action card.
Well, Piper.
Oh, Piper.
Piper's just gonna
Piper.
fold immediately. All right.
Piper,
Ripsnarl.
no. Can't pay the Piper.
Orthorn.
Passing here.
Yeah, I think I gotta pass.
Oh shit! I win.
No, hold on. I know you think you won, but you may play this round when another player wins. I get the gold.
Oh my
Are
god.
you kidding me?
Oh my god, so Cat was dead either way. As soon
No,
as that
I'm gonna
happened.
throw my hand. You want to know why? Look what my the second card
How
in my
many arrows?
deck draw was.
How many arrows were?
Each
Aw.
other payer pays you 1 gold.
Oh, Cat, you can go to sleep early, I guess. So, although you weren't necessarily the victim because you won the drinking contest, D3, you're seeing the effect of Dirty, Lord of Coin, immediately.
Yeah, a little bit.
I have
was like,
had 2 hands of just gambling cards.
Yeah, I kind of see it a little bit.
Welcome to an actual gambling character that you've played with now, out of all your games.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's a sometimes card, isn't it?
It is a sometimes target.
It is, it is.
What you
It's-
got?
This is fine. This is fine, right? This is fine? It's fine. It's fucking 5 gold. It's fine. I'm not gonna... Alright. Ordering a drink phase.
Mm-hmm.
Here, have a drink for the winner. Alright, and how bad is it? Let's find out.
A Dark
Oh, that's not that bad at all. That's not that bad at all. Yay, single digits.
Are you? I'm gonna throw hands.
Were you
What
gonna
the
get like the... Isn't
The
there like an
second
arrow
card
that
in
gives
my
you a gold?
standard deck was every other player pays you 1 gold, and the second card in my arrow deck, which I would have drawn next turn because of the Necessero, which is my top card, is pick another player. They pay you 1 gold.
Yup.
No, you were
Oh
almost
my-
so back in this.
I mean, well, if you want to blame somebody, they didn't have to gamble.
It's not my fault. It was the only action card I had.
You could have passed.
You can easily pass.
You know what? I forgot. You could pass. Don't laugh.
Oh, okay, let's keep the game going. That's salt in the wound. Keep the game going. Ripstar, what's your turn?
Because the top card was necessary, which was drawn 2 cards, and it would have been that and that.
That is so bad. You actually would have had a whole hand of arrows at that point. Actually, hilarious.
Yeah, that would have been a huge turn for you.
7 arrows going off.
You want to know what the 2 arrows I had in my hand were, or the 3 arrows I had that I hadn't played were? 2 of them made me spend gold.
Oh, okay. Honestly, that is the major thing with Piper, is that you end up spending a lot of gold. So if you're in a game with a gambling player, unless you get lucky with gambling...
Piper is a gambling character. She's just not a Gurky level gambling character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because she has her special gambling arrows. She has like a White Hawk prevent people from leaving, starting gambling, that kind of thing.
Yep, because I remember, like, when you played Piper Crimson, you, like, that 3 fortitude pay 1 gold, you bankrupted yourself because you played that, like, 3 times.
Only twice, I think.
You can only get, like, 1 arrow back, so you can only play an arrow.
No, not Jace, you played them more, so 2 times, and even then, that's still 2 gold out of your 10.
But yeah, like, I got all of my gold spend arrows immediately.
Who?
Momao, tip the
Me?
wench.
Me?
Yes, tip the fucking wench.
For little old me?
What part of Momao, tip the wench, do you not understand?
For clarity, I am playing a card called O for little old me. So the inn pays itself. It's that.
Yep, but Battle Lust.
Yep. Would anyone like to buy into the Battle Lust? I will, if no one, especially if no one else does.
I will.
Ooh.
So you have to raise it.
I have to raise it. Yep. So.
What's...
Alright, Gurky!
Is that... Alright, we good? Alright. Yeah, Gurky, give me a gold.
Actually, swipe the tip. The gold's coming from the inn.
Oh, have your gold back. God damn it.
Oh my god.
There's so many...
Gurky is so much
I'm going to break your fucking nose.
Gurky Gaming. Gurky Gaming.
Gurky Gaming, though.
6 HP.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely going to die in the next turn, but we finally got a chance to see Gurky Gaming live and in person.
Oh,
I see why Gurky's not played a lot. Gurky gets a target on his back really fast.
Oh, the fact is, I took 7 damage on turn 1! Because everybody else ignored it, and I had nothing! So am I taking that, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take it.
Alright. Here. A drink for the owner.
Ah, thank ya.
And in which case then, we will reveal your drink of...
I hope it's something healing.
A lighter!
That's still pretty good.
Works.
Hold on.
Basic, but good enough.
Put that back.
Yep, I'm putting it back, I'm putting it back.
Let's see. Now think a little bit. No, keep going. Never mind.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Ah. Simple but nice.
Or Thorin's
Simple but
turn.
nice.
Aye. That one, and draw my 4.
And what
Nice
would the
stimulus.
owner of the Red Dragon Inn like to do?
Possibly punch Gurky in the face.
I'm gonna die next turn if you punch me, straight up. Like, actually.
Well, instead of punching someone...
We're going gambling!
No. I think we should have a toast. To the Red Dragon Inn!
I'm actually gonna die.
Reveals the drink from the drink deck. Oh god.
Yep, I think I'm gonna die, and all the wealth is gonna be redistributed right now.
Oh boy.
Alright, boys. Everybody gets theirs.
Alright.
And Warthorns is reduced by 1. I am still...
Around on the house!
Right here.
That's a drink event, so I take another one.
Yep.
Nice.
Why do you get the positive ones?
And you know what?
Pucker up with a chaser!
Oh my god.
Oh!
Ooh, Captain
The
Domino.
Captain Domino. Audacious indeed.
Well, I must say, this drink reminds me
Oh, come on.
Reminds you of what exactly?
of the fact that I don't think so.
Well, you know what? I don't think so either. Put it back. We gotta get the funny picture.
Oh, yeah,
Funny
we do.
screenshot. It's YouTube shot time.
Yeah, let me zoom in. Let's lay this out
Yep.
in order.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. Yep.
And it. Yep.
It always
Okay.
goes down like this.
Okay, wait. So because these drinks were caused by an action card,
Yes.
Yeah.
You still got.
can I ignore it by ignoring an action that would affect my fortitude or health?
It is
No.
still a drink.
I don't
The
think that
action
counts.
gets you the drink. You're just drinking a drink.
Got it. Okay, so I still take the 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah,
However-
well, what's a shame.
However, I have a consolation prize for you.
Next
time.
I couldn't
Don't
see
worry
it.
about it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. Don't worry about it. I keep I keep whittling on this card. I'm waffling here. Sorry.
Ah, God
I'm
damn it.
waffling really hard here. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
around
For
the
first
time.
impressions of me didn't see your deck, I am not impressed. All right, order a drink and then drink again. If you get another contest or something like that, I'm going to hate you.
Well, I think a good boy deserves a good drink.
Like, next contest, I'm actually dead. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh my god!
All right, well, the coins are being distributed in just a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. I will reveal last.
Oh, what a night!
God damn it.
All right,
You know
Warthorn.
what?
Oh,
With
I
a
found chaser.
chaser!
Be a smaller target.
That is a drink that's making you take it, not a
No,
a.
and
And
sometime
another
random
one
time.
with a chaser, holy shit.
Oh shit.
And there's no
Oh
more.
my
I don't
God!
think so.
News. Oh god. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
that's
I win this.
A swing of 6.
Yeah.
Hey, Cat, you
Oh.
might be able to get another game in if you were still here. Sad.
Ah, ouch. Me life.
All right, Moa Mao.
One,
All
two.
right.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
Chaser time again.
Oh, hey.
Ah,
Come on.
You got the protein shake again?
Why do you get all the fucking healing
All right,
cards?
moment of truth. Am I still in the game? I am not
No.
in the
and
game.
Yucky is gone.
You're getting punched at the very least before I die.
I'll be taking my consolation prize.
Wait. Hold on, Jess. Wait, Jess. We don't.
We have 24 gold in my pile. 12 goes to the inn. Everything divides up among y'all, rounded down. So in that case, it's 4
4
to
to each.
everybody.
Yep. And we can. Hold on. Wait. There's an easy way to do this. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah. Someone was playing with the gold beforehand.
My next drink, I would have survived because I would have gotten Tucker up at the very least if I didn't have that contest.
wait.
All right,
Okay.
Cruzy, I'm gonna send a. I want you to look at my stream real quick, okay? I want you to look at the card that I have in my hand, so
Wait,
you can
okay.
understand my struggles.
Okay. Also, D3. Did you just redistribute it into different piles?
Yes, there were 3 piles, so we should get in 4 each.
Okay.
I already got my.
I got
You
my 4.
looking, Cruzy?
Give me 1 second. I am
No
pulling
problem,
up your
I'll-
stream right now.
Wait, that doesn't add up. I took 4, you took 4, and then
I got
there's...
4.
Yeah, the rest should. Yeah, 12 should go to us, and then
Yeah,
the
I'm
rest should go to
looking
the.
right now, and I am. You remember when I said I was not impressed by your deck, but it was more of a joke more than anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The fight. Yeah, look at like this is the thing that happens all the bloody time. By the way, like.
The only card I had
versus-
left, by the way, was the one non-gambling card I've gotten all game, by the way.
Have you seen my poison elephant in a mug right here?
Well, I think we just take these and,
Yep. Oh, so remember, before I died, I did hit you for 1 with the black eye, Mohamel.
Yep. Oh, you hit me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because he did the protein shake, so I was like, you're not getting away with that scot-free at least.
Got it. Okay.
I want
Wait,
to
but that was...
So...
Wait, but that was my turn.
That was your turn, so it could skip over me. I just want to see what I would have drawn for my 7. Because I was going to discard everything. And my ignore? Great.
Ignore, add 2 alcohol,
Cheating?
and take control of a round of gamble.
Okay, fortitude, whatever. Gambling
Also,
again.
wow, that...
I don't see your
Immortal.
name on it. More gold for me!
I'm glad you're gone.
I would have definitely played Everybody Pays Me Gold, I will be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
But also, wow, that turn was a net swing of how much loss for me?
Yeah.
Um,
If I could have
hold
told
on.
you, I would have, but...
In fact, I might actually be able to kill
4,
you.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was a net swing of 10 for me. Holy shit.
Yep. If I
Yeah.
could ignore drink at the beginning, I would still be fine enough here, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, so Moa Mao time then.
Alright, we're gonna
No,
sack a
I'm out.
couple of... Would you look at that? A gambling card. Would you look at that? A gambling card. Would you look at that? And more gambling.
Jeez.
Which normally I wouldn't mind, but everyone's kind of healthy on gold at this point.
Yeah.
And I feel like
The wealth has been
major...
redistributed, baby.
Yes,
Oh,
I don't
that's on my
help.
The
No one's
one-time
going down
communism
to
actually
gold.
worked.
I need to make that a highlight on its own of just the individual drinking contest, because that absolutely blows, dude.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's see. Alright, now I'm going to remember to play this properly. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Got it. Then that, got that. Okay, got it. Alright, so for our brilliant first move, alright. Alright, we're going to be through. First, we need to play Save That Again. Pick another player. They lose 1 alcohol content. Who would like to lose some alcohol content?
I'd gladly get sobered up.
I don't. Let's see. I don't know. What assurances can I have? What y'all offering?
I won't attack you.
I won't attack
I
you.
have a different target in mind for my next turn.
Okay. All right. So both of you said you won't attack me. Okay. So what's next? What's the next best level up?
I mean, hey, if you have a battle lust effect and you give it to me, if it's not targeting me, I won't stop it.
You know what? I like that plan. You're in.
Yay!
I get to see my first
Congratulations.
table politics. Yay!
Also, I will go ahead and pay the. You get. We both get. Sorry. First, now this happens. I'm going to pay the battle lust to try and activate it. Are you going to contest it?
I'm not contesting this. I told you.
All right. Cool beans. Yay! So now we both gain 3. You lose 1 alcohol content, and I draw a card. 2, 3. You got your 3. Okay, cool.
2, 3.
All right, and then we draw a card. All right, so we're gonna have 2 action cards this phase. All right, let's make them count. So first on deck, I'm going to play I Am the Manager. Now, the text there says each other player loses 1 fortitude, but some enterprising person could pay 3 battle lust. So instead it says each other non-Moa Mao player loses 2 fortitude. Now you might go, that's very specific wording. I know. You, whoever controls it, and then someone else who's not Moa Mao. Would you like to have access to this?
That deal.
All right, 3 for you. There you go. Do you have anything to negate or ignore, Jess?
My God. How about this? Think on me, and it'll get hairy.
All right.
Mel, you take 1 damage.
I'm not the one who cast the card. It was Redbeard.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
they paid
So
the
basically,
battle list.
it's a net even swing for me.
Yep.
I lose 1 alcohol and lose 1 health.
But that is turning wolf, and that was 2 counters on wolf.
so in other words, each of you take 1 damage.
All right.
Also, I need to address this in chat. My favorite part of the Red Dragon in the film was when Dirty said, "It's Durkin time!" and dirt all over the table, winning the pot.
All right.
Well,
Did
I
you
must
take-
say, we dwarves are hardy folk.
Ignoring
for-
action.
Action or sometimes.
And
Let's
a
see, two
story.
questions. 2 questions. Did you take your 2 damage, Rip Snarl, and did you lose your alcohol content?
In the lodge, no.
Oh yeah. Crap. There we go.
We are all caught up.
There we go.
Now
Yep,
story
alright,
time.
eat.
Story time! Did I ever tell you about the brave heroes of Dwarfhold?
Draw 2
Oh,
cards from
wow.
your character. That's some nice art. That's
I love that!
That's really good. In
The-
front of a
The art for the story cards is insane.
Warthorn's story cards are some of the best, I feel. Just, you know, for like the side deck. Perhaps they're the Piper's Arrows, too.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
day the underground city will recover for sure.
But this gets placed in front of someone. Let me draw my 2 cards first.
Come on. It's only fair.
I think it's about time. I gave the last one. And to the shark, might as well give the second one to the wolf.
Oh, fair enough.
A shark, a wolf, and a Scampus Road walk into an inn.
Yep.
Somehow, everybody's scared the most out of the road.
Speaking of which, second action for the turn, because we played the card earlier. Don't touch the hair. Pick another player. They lose. Now, this is an important interaction time. All right. I need to declare who I'm targeting on before someone decides if they engage in Battle Lust on this one, because the target doesn't change when the Battle Lust gets activated. All right. So this is going to be going for Rip Snarl. Rip Snarl.
Okay.
All right. Is anyone going to activate the Battle Lust?
I mean, I said I wouldn't, so you know.
If not,
Alright.
if you don't, I will.
I'm not. I
3
see no
damage,
reason to
Jess.
spend my battle list.
Actually, sometimes it's better to be a smaller size. I turn back to a human and ignore the card.
You reduce the fortitude by 1. Oh, no, you are...
You're a wolf, so.
Ignore that card and turn him. Yep, you're right. There you go.
Oh, so
still-
even if you're a wolf, you can just choose to reduce it by 1 and not turn back to human.
Yeah, just to
Yep.
stay in the powered form for wolf.
Yep, and the important
Yeah,
part there
that's
is that
cool.
it's... Yep, you ignored it, so I just lose the Battle Lust. Just
Yep,
gone.
because it has to be spent.
Yep, it has to be spent.
Mhm.
Alright.
I can't wait to have to put all of your Battle Lust stuff onto the small little dinky character bat card.
Oh, it's not gonna fucking fit.
I know,
Speaking
that's
of
what I'm saying.
Speaking of which, it's order drink phase, and you know what? Which of you ordered more drinks? I'm going to pay a gold to the inn, and we're going to grab 2 more drinks from the drink pile. Oh, would you look at that? Everyone needs to pay some gold. Pay some gold to the inn.
Oh no, my gold. That's terrible.
Oh no, man.
It's not like we don't. It's not like we don't have a ton from a certain rogue
A certain
that may have been
rogue.
executed.
And then my third
Executed?
drink-
I
there you go.
mean, to be fair, I took all the poke and I was like, I just drink it will numb the pain and then I passed out after that.
Order 2 additional
Yep.
drinks.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, and each person that gets at least 1 drink gains a Battle Lust counter, and myself.
Mhm.
So you get a drink, and
I
you
get a
get a
battle
drink.
list counter.
Yep.
You get a battle list counter.
All right, and now notably, you don't get a Battle Lust from this one. This one is the regular drink, so you're not getting a Battle Lust from this one.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, now it's time to drink.
Mhm.
Okay, what do we got? 2 from Wested's Best Vintage. I am going to see how much y'all like spending your Battle Lust.
No,
Let's
no,
play ahead of cantrips.
Vestiges. Best vintage.
You may play this after any player reveals a drink, including chasers. Add the drink to the top of any player's drink me pile. Battle Lust 2. The player who receives a drink gains 2 fortitude. Again, I'm going to make sure I declare who the target is before we actually do any Battle Lust bidding. Would anyone like to gain 2 fortitude? Because if y'all don't offer me something, I'm just going to do it to myself.
Fine, I'll do it.
I'll happily gain it.
Alright, you're going to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright, why should I give it to you? What you offering, Jess?
2 special
say-
heart tokens on the board.
I won't send you food.
I'm willing to
Okay.
take it, and that puts you at an advantage battle list wise.
All right, so Jess, you're both making offers right here.
It's very
just
different offers. Let me just say that first and
Yeah,
foremost.
absolutely.
I mean, giving it to me can put you at an advantage, so I can't counter a card later.
Mhm.
We're debating in-game benefits versus out-of-game benefits.
I
Let's
didn't
say
even hear
in-game benefits. One person
didn't
says in-game benefits. Send me all the rough stuff you want. It's fine.
I mean,
Let's target the lad. Warthorn, this stream's all yours.
Alrighty then. Here's my battle list.
All right. Well, anyone can test it. There's not a point to testing, by the way, because this doesn't change anything. Congratulations, you're the proud new order of 2 more fortitude.
Yay! Come on. There we go. Struggling here.
I think
That's
you've
all.
had
Enjoy
too
your
much to
fortitude.
drink, Warthorn. You can't get your hands on some small things on the table.
Well, because the drink, D3, bottoms up. There's room for more. There's more where that came from.
Pick another drink. Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Oh, Dragon's Breath.
You know what? Why don't I give this to another player? And you know what, Jas, you haven't gotten any battle lust. I really should be giving you some battle lust.
A 4 swinger.
Oh, by the way, Cruzy, I have a screenshot I want to send you real quick.
Sure. I also just say, when I was looking at my insights, Dirty actually has above average on Ignore Drinks. He has 3 Ignore Drink cards in his deck. Technically 4, because he has one that's Ignore, what's his face? Anti/Drink. So I didn't draw any of them. At all.
Do you have any card interaction, Jas?
No.
Alright, so 1 battle lust for you, 1 battle lust for me, and 4 alcohol for you.
I already had it.
Okay. Alright, and then that's my turn.
Alright.
Alright.
Sacking a gambling card.
Alright. Yeah, fuck it. Gambling.
Oh, you're in.
Gambling time.
Alright, well, looks like I'm in.
I'll pass on this one.
So, Moa Mao.
Oh, it's that down to me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You want it or not?
I'll see what we can do. Let's see if I get lucky. There's no way, right?
I raise.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Raising it up. Warthor.
Aye, more gold. Passing again. I have no interest in this.
Yep, I also pass.
Now, Jason, all that gold goes
Alright.
over to 1 Rip Snarl.
Yeah, yes. A wealthy wolf if I've ever seen one.
Haha.
Yep.
That is Lord Sir Rip Snarl, first of his line.
First of his line.
Here, have a drink. It's poison.
Oh boy.
Poison.
Poison in my Red Dragon Inn. It's more likely than you think. Free drink chat right now.
Alright.
Nectar of Plebis. You may split it with another player.
Ooh.
So it would either be a 3 for you or 2 for you and somebody else.
Hey, but Mal.
Uh-huh.
Around.
Alright, I'll split it with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, speaking of which... Hang on 1 second.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh?
I saw a little hair of a dog.
So,
So in other words, I don't take any.
Ooh.
You take you're currently human.
Yeah, you're human. So 1.
Yeah, you still take 1.
And I gain 1 fury.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you still always still are taking just 1 out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're at 2 right now. So you should be at. So your alcohol needs to be at 10.
Alright.
Yep, and don't forget to move your alcohol.
Wait, also, I was tabbing out when we were doing the whole cycle there. Did you actually draw 2 more cards from your deck from your turn?
Yeah, I did.
No, Rip Snarl.
Oh, Rip Snarl?
I did.
Oh, right.
Oh shit, I forgot.
The Heroes of Waterhold. Right.
I literally tabbed out to update my upload schedule, and then I realized this as soon as I see, why do you only have 4 cards? I thought you'd have more.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I
What?
can just use it in town, right?
It's only for the
Discard
next...
at the end of their next discard and draw phase. Retroactively, let's just say it goes through and you just have 2 more, yeah.
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 Yeah, there we go.
I mean, we're at the end game. Semantics aren't gonna push us too far, but... Oops, we're tired, we're drunk. At least I'm
Yep.
passed out.
Anyway, we're not rolling wrist
Very-
wrestling.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Sorry, say what?
They just played in any time to gain Fury.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Yep, no wrestling, you say?
No, there is no frat boying here.
No frat boy dwarves in here. Where's the life of the
Nope.
party?
Good to see. What a handshake. It's
Nice and hearty one.
Ah, tis.
the art for Warthorn in general is kind of fantastic, by the way.
I
Oh,
feel like
absolutely.
7 is one of the best
Oh, yeah,
because since it's a Tavern crew, it features them interacting a lot with the other editions. Like Molly's like Flaming Unicorn interacting with Bryn is another highlight, for instance.
Hey, pay attention, you wolf.
2 Fortitude to Rip
Wolfy
Snarl,
boy.
which would kill.
Any responses?
Any
Jax.
response here?
Will you die this
let's
turn?
see. Or I can ignore it.
I see.
You are not ignoring it. It says reduce.
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can- they
you're
can
human.
or ignore the
Which,
target and
since
turn
I'm already
human.
human.
Oh, okay.
Are
Got
you-
it. I see.
It doesn't matter
Oh,
if
so
they're
you don't
human
have
or
to-
wolf.
you don't have to-
Oh,
wolf?
right.
Yeah.
Because Kat did mention that. That like, okay,
Yeah.
right.
So you don't have. You don't have to be a wolf. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
You
makes
can do
sense.
either or on it. It's just remember more
That's a
more
better
of the
card
cards.
than I
are
thought
just
it was.
But I still get my story, right?
It is.
Yes.
So the fortitude
was
loss
just
is
ignored.
ignored, but you still get the story. If it was negated, then you don't. So yes, you still get the story.
Ah, remember the time that I dabbled in a bit of arcane invention. Gets
Oh.
+1. God damn
So
it!
it would have been a
Oh,
it would have
it
been a
was
hit
ignored.
of 3, but still ignored. So actually, that's a worse story that you could have gotten.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Ah, fair
Oh
enough.
well.
Fair play.
Wench, a few drinks while I spin a yawn.
And now we're doing it
Oh,
again,
boy.
baby girl.
Oh.
Let's
So
see
I
what it
think
is.
Order a drink. Oh my god.
Goblin.
I
in the
get-
basement.
4 drinks this round. Jesus.
Yep. And for free.
2, 3.
So who are you getting with?
Four.
Jim
You got 2. You got 2. Let's just split this half and half.
You know, Cruzy doesn't
Dad.
have any.
Such a shame. I'd love to give some to Cruz.
Pours them on your head.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Time for my drink,
Yup.
which is a lovely little,
A little too.
little too
Yeah, but-
vintage.
Here, have a bit of Care of Dog.
Oh, and what does that do?
It reduces the alcohol content by 1.
But they are
And I
getting
get one
fury
free.
for it.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be
Well then.
in-game table politicking too?
Oh boy.
This too is politics.
This too is politics.
Alright, that passes
Alright.
over me.
Alright, I just gotta believe, right?
Yep.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You wanna know one of the hilarious things? One of the characters in the Adventurer's Nye, Sidmar Iceblood, actually has a card that's called I Believe in the Heart of the Cards.
Kaiba, god damn it.
The way that works is that in response to a gambling round, they reveal their hand, and then they draw, I think, like 3 more cards.
Oh.
Which is hilarious.
Oh, it's 2:40. So after this one, I'm gonna be done. By the way.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
Makes
call it
sense.
after this one too.
Makes sense. Alright, let's start with the basics, I suppose. I am the manager. So normally it would be each other player loses 1 fortitude, but at this stage of the game, I think it's reasonable to spend 3 myself, because no one else has 3 yet, to make the effect occur. Each other normal player loses 2 fortitude, and all players lose 1 alcohol content.
Actually,
Oh,
where'd the hairy guy go?
okay. So you ignore it. And for you?
And you should never mess with a dwarf.
Hit batch.
You may play this card immediately after you lose 4 food from another player. That target loses 4 food. Okay, so I lose 2 and you lose 2, right?
Yep. Then I also lose
So
1
then-
alcohol.
Yep. And so then in response to that, what we're going to also do in our own turn is... wait, hold on. Wait, first. Order of operations first. Right, so this all resolves. Right? Right, you all get 1. Now this occurs. Feeding Frenzy. Because you hit me. This is in response to your fortitude damage. So this is still when this is here. Is when I'm doing
Okay.
this. Alright. So now you do gain a fortitude, right? For hitting me. I gain a fortitude for you hitting me. Alright. And now it's Ballast 3. Each other non-Momau player loses 2 fortitude instead. I will initiate that. Will you contest?
If I contest, I can't make it target not me, correct?
Yeah, if you contest right now, what'll happen is that, yeah, you'll make it go to 4.
God damn it.
I have to tie with you, right? And so then, because I tie, I win. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather-
Damn it, I was so close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I misplayed there, by the way. I had 1 card I should have played. I greeted. Yeah, okay.
You're not dead. You're at 1.
Game's still going, but we'll go over that in the post.
No, it's...
It's 2
Oh,
damage.
I thought it was lose 3!
Battle
Oh,
was
okay.
3.
No.
Players lose 2.
Yep.
We'll typeset this when we get to final draft.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's the
the
type.
tech-
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah, I'm
Each
just
player
making you spend... I'm making you spend all your battle lust.
Alright, Jazz. So, yeah, no, that's completely fair. That's what you should do.
Yeah. I don't care, I don't get a positive effect, I make it so you can't get as many positive effects later on.
Yep, no, you're
Oh.
playing it right.
Might as well draw my cards here.
Alright,
You're at
and then-
6 still.
Probably gonna figure out what I was about to do with that.
Now we're gonna order
Yeah.
a drink.
I immediately see.
Yeah.
That's basically
Ooh.
pay 2 people pay 2 gold, and then you deal 3 overall.
Did I lose my 2?
Yep,
Wait,
that's
hold
fun.
on. I didn't lose my 2 health. I need to make sure I do that. I didn't do it earlier. My bad.
You're at
And
4,
then
got
I did hit both of you, so we both get 1. By the way.
it. Okay,
For the-
not that it really matters right
no,
now.
it kind of don't. All right, what happens with the drink? Oh,
What
it's
was a
chaser.
chaser?
2.
2.
Just 2.
I will go ahead and negate it though.
You want to spend
Negate?
that battle
Wait,
loss?
Hold on. What do you mean
Wait, that's
negate?
sometimes card that changes the effect.
You're not ignoring the drink.
Oh, hold on. Whoops.
Yeah, that card doesn't work on that.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there.
We are tired and drunk.
We are tired
Yep.
and drunk.
You're drunker than I am, and I'm still keeping track of this. I've had
Oh.
HP games. I have not had drunk games.
Yeah.
You really are.
Oh boy.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, Warthorn time then. This is down
Yeah.
to the wire.
Yep.
Yep.
Final turn. Can you draw the magic?
Five, 6. Let's see what I got.
Mm-hmm.
let's go gambling.
Oh yeah, technically y'all should receive gold, but it's late enough. When I'm not gonna go through the process.
Yeah, I'll mess with it while they're doing their turn, anyways. So one of these piles goes to them. Pile goes to the in.
Two
And
each.
this. Yep.
How much HP you at?
They have effectively 2.
Ah, I think I need you to pay attention right here.
2
Pick
fortitude.
another player. Lose 2 fortitude. Okay.
Pick a
Do
player.
your story first.
Imagine this is a hit me for 1.
Order
2 drinks.
Oh boy, so I get 2 drinks in my pile too.
1 for you and another for you.
Also, for flavor, as well, on this here, you can see it says, "You've seen Olivia's praises. This is the first time that we ever hear the wench's actual name."
Olivia.
Oh,
yeah.
that's fun.
Her name is Olivia. Not even in her own death does it say her name. Warthorn reveals it in his.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
anytime you've heard chat say Olivia, that is the wench.
I will play lateral lines. Ignoring actions sometimes or anytime target affects your fortitude. You and the player who played that gain 1 battle lust counter.
There you go.
Mhm. All
Any
right,
response?
all right. Unfortunately, no.
Alright. Enjoy your battle lust counter.
Thanks.
Alright, well,
Alright.
let's see what the drink is.
Okay, I will say this. I lose if 2 conditions are not met.
Oh no. I saw you hold on to one
Here,
card.
let me finish. Here, finish my drinks.
So split. So that's 2 to each, and then your story as well.
My story?
My latest
Damn.
Gain 1 gold, god damn it!
But unfortunately, like the flavor text, nobody cares.
No
Yep.
one cares.
Yep, and something wrong with the drink.
Yep. Well, actually, they've been negated, so you don't even get the gold for instant to injury, because that would negate the entirety
Oh,
of
yeah.
the story.
Ah, well,
You have a second card.
unfortunately. Ooh, beard gold. Ooh, beard gold.
Oh.
Gambling, I'm in.
Ain't no way.
Here's this new drink I whipped up. I know what my patrons like.
So your win rate only continues to get better.
Oh my god.
Down to the wire.
Hmm.
Now,
But
what
let's
happened?
but let's be real. I won because I negotiated to not hit me a turn earlier. Like
Fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
Also, I do want to see what. God damn it. Because I considered tossing that card, the split a drink,
Well,
because that split a drink was like a last resort. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take you down with me.
you had to at that point then.
mhm.
But yeah, I should have played that a turn
Have we
earlier.
had any draws ever at any of our tables? 'Cause we almost had 2 draws tonight from when I did basically my round on the house.
Oh,
You've gotten positive drinks 4 times this goddamn game.
yeah, that's the other thing too about this, right? I've gained this would be my 4th health that I would have gotten off of a drink, right?
Mhm.
Which honestly is effectively more, because it's not just you gained a health, you didn't lose health.
Yup.
Yeah. No, I
The drinks this
So-
game were absolutely the one that took everybody out. Besides me, I absolutely blasted chat.
Yeah.
yeah, like I lost a lot the first turn, but since then I've really only drawn positive effects for my own drink cards.
I think
right?
this is an outlier. Well, no, it still is a lot, just considering how, Cat would have survived a turn after. You're still at 2 even after all of this. So no, this is still another rack in your win column.
Mhm.
This is another rack, but unfortunately, this is another one that's like you can see some of the effects, but not all.
Yeah.
Because of how volatile this was immediately with Cat getting knocked out so early.
Mhm.
This was
Especially
absolutely...
with how much damage Cat was about to
and
dish out
Jazz is
across the
already
board.
on. Good night,
Yep.
Jazz.
But
Night, Jazz.
can you kind of see though what Daedon was saying, where it's not that any
Yes.
individual effect is particularly powerful, so much as I have a lot of negotiating power, right?
Yes.
Where like even if I don't necessarily directly gain a benefit, right, I can make it so that someone else wins, and because I can make it so that someone else wins and effectively have an extra turn on my turn, it does feel like I get the benefit, like, what's the word? how to explain it.
You're the
People, there's an incentive to let me get my way on interactions, right? And even if the individual cards aren't egregious and the effects aren't egregious, right?
Yeah.
They make people want to invest, right? Like several times there, Crimson hit me just to get Bloodlust.
Yes, like I had like a bunch of like little chips, and it's just like, wait, this is a chip for you? Okay, sure. Because I want to be able to interact with the mechanic just in case you send something nasty my way, which you did a couple times, and that did pay off.
Yeah, it did pay off. There was 6 damage you could. So sorry, no, that's not right. 7 damage you would have taken if you hadn't invested in Bloodlust. Battle Lust.
Oh yeah, and also another thing.
If I dragged your cards, by the way, I want to have my input on what I think we need to talk about.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Also,
but go on with your point.
With some of the other cards, like the fact that I paid Battle Lust for one of the ones that made it so that the two damage, one alcohol heal cleave. I paid damage for one of those, and I got smacked back hard for it.
Yeah.
If I didn't do that, you were the one that was getting smacked back for it. So like stuff like that too. You get to dish out the damage without taking the consequences.
Yep.
And you still get your Battle Lust for it. I'd say that like just
no. Let's be clear.
Strong.
I actually don't get Battle Lust if I don't own the effect. So that's actually important to know. So that's why I didn't take Battle Lust whenever you all hit each other. I didn't actually take Battle Lust for that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you don't get the smack back, but you also don't get the lust for it.
Yes.
Got it. It's a very interesting deck overall. I still can't believe that.
So from my first game with the lust or so, once again, I played dirty for at that point of let's just see immediately your potential weaknesses if you are going with somebody gold centric, and if not for Cat dying and me taking 7 damage on turn 1, round 1, turn 1 for crying out loud. I think a gold victory, or at least knocking another player out with gold, was feasible, because if not counting you winning the drinking contest, you would have been at 4 gold at that point then, yourself, which is also danger territory when it comes to it. Because I killed Cat without even meaning to, really, I'll be honest with you, but then again, everybody, there was 4 raises in one side, and I had...
real casual...
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I took pictures, after my first discard and draw, I'm gonna send it in integrated right here. Give me 1 second. This is, so, after my first discard and draw, this was my opening hand. Or my hand on my first turn. That is all cards of gambling plus my I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
My second turn hand was all gambling cards, all ways to get gold, and then just 1 fortitude loss. And then I died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, funny thing, D3, there was one round in there that I got all action cards, pretty much. I think I had one that wasn't, and it was the turn that I drew a bunch more. I drew 2 more, so I actually had some stuff to defend myself with, luckily. But if I didn't get that story, I was screwed.
Yeah, very much so.
I had a weird thought that happened right now, that, like, I've never thought of it this way. I might have a buff because I have so few gold interaction cards. So I think what happens is that the gold interaction cards are replaced with cards that interact in other places. But many people on my table have not been incentivized to interact with the gold portion of it. Because if I think about it, if you had lived another turn, and if Cat had lived another turn, that's another 3 gold down the drain, because both of you had take 1 gold from everybody, and Cat had another gold to take 1 gold, and so did you. I could have died next turn.
Yeah.
You could have. You could have died so early.
Yeah.
So, like, you won the drinking contest, that didn't matter, but the fact is, you were actually, even if with winning it, you were getting worn down, so that is a viable way to get around to you. But the fact is, at the end of the day, you still did win. That's another notch. Yeah. Another notch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, also. I'm ending my turn.
I'll end my turn. Any more insights on your end, real quick? Because I do have a few potential suggestions when it comes to it, both for just, semantics and then ideas.
Yeah, I think the primary thing I have is that there's like some obviously there's some typesetting changes and the art changes. Believe it or not, I've had some people that saw the deck and said, "Hey, can I try and draw the art for that?" And so there might be some fan art coming in to do that can replace this.
Hell
With.
yeah,
Cool.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
I do have to say this. The cards are confusing sometimes, and it's like a combination of the funky text and just a little bit of
Yeah,
what
now,
I'm
to be
assuming
fair,
is
these
minor
cards,
dyslexia, and
these
then
cards have been
also
changed
just
so
like some of the wordings too, because like there's one of the wordings that's just like, this is not a coherent sentence. I only know what it does because all of you know what it does.
Yeah.
Which one?
It was one of the ones that had like full white text, not that one, but
I'm gonna keep these to the side here because this is gonna be what I'm gonna talk about in
I
just a second.
think
Sure.
I think at least. Yeah, okay, so like the rapid metabolism, I didn't see it, but that one also was kind of like one that I'm having a hard time reading.
Sure.
Like,
And
like
is it a type?
you gain
Sorry,
an
go ahead.
additional battle lust counter, neither you take damage or not?
Whether you take damage. or
Weather.
not. Now,
Okay.
now,
Type,
granted,
typesetting issue.
yeah, typesetting. Because when it comes to it, it's really just Times New Roman otherwise. When it comes to it, but that's typesetting. So that's the semantics I was going to talk about on one end.
Yeah.
But, you know, we get to explain it.
Yeah, I think on a general level,
Yeah.
like the typesetting could definitely use it too. I've had some people that like have basically told me the same thing, but
Yeah.
I don't really have. I have the Krita files. I don't really have the tools to
Yeah, but
significantly
like I said,
impact it.
just
Yeah,
send it
no.
over to me. I can typeset it. But since, you know, I
Yeah.
want to at least play a
Feeding
game
frenzy's
before I
annoying.
asked you to send it over, I wanted to get to actually do it before we make any more egregious changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feeding Frenzy is
So-
another one that the wording's a little weird on, just in my eyes. Also,
Yeah.
also
And
could just be text problem that I'm attributing to.
Yeah,
it
because it
just
has to be
being weird,
wordy for the
too.
sake of, you know, explaining everything and saying you can't reduce it. You have to just take the chin to hit that, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a couple cards that I'm debating on, and I want to kind of explain my debate of them. So it's these two are my debate here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So my debate on these, right, is that like it is pretty normal for something like this and for something like this to both do their primary effect in this case, which is the ignore an action sometimes anytime that affects gold. That part's normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, each other plays with 400. That part's normal. The part that I'm kind of curious about is the extra effect. So here's the intention. The intention is, right, I play this card. Everyone has one, I have two, right? So I am able to win any individual interaction, but if I win one interaction, then I can't engage with the second. It happened this game. Cruz watched it happen this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Where like there was a whole card that I chose not to play for multiple turns because I actually had less battle lust than multiple people for multiple turns.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to bait out the battle lust spending before I played the card. Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also feels like extra text when this one already gets me one battle lust no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so does this one. This one also gets me one battle lust no matter what. And so I'm
Okay.
wondering if the second battle lust is justified in them or if it's too much. Right?
Okay, so my immediate thought on this is the little fishy says someone hates my venue. I think that getting an extra battle list counter, perfectly fine. That makes sense. Because it's everyone gets one and you get two.
Mm-hmm.
Ampule, I'm a little more debating on, because it's the same effect of you getting two, but only one other person gets the benefit too.
Okay,
So
yeah,
you become you get much further ahead than everyone else besides that
Yep.
one person.
And for the fact that it's a ignoring card, you're already coming out on top for the fact that you are not taking any part in action, fortitude, gold. So the fact that
Yeah.
you're getting to buffet that, because I'm gonna go on a tangent here. So, all right. So if you have anything to say, Crimson, on the balance on that side.
Yeah, I think that getting one battle lust counter isn't bad. I think that's fine with saying.
Because
just
it's
the
still
second one.
rewarding somebody else anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine on its own.
But yeah,
Okay.
go on your tangent.
Okay, that's true. I guess with this side, I'm gonna address the cards. That card first. I'm gonna address the cards that I'm going on to. I'm gonna have potential suggestions when it comes to it. Then, so
Sure.
first and foremost, the typesetting thing. It was I was looking at manager. Don't touch the hat of cards when it covered. For the typesetting, we had three main issues with it. One, just clarity, because the font for the Red Dragon Inn, that's only supposed to be for the title when it comes to it. Otherwise,
Oh.
it's just Times New Roman. Because if we look at it otherwise, or if you can promote me if you could, since I disconnected, you need to promote me again.
Oh,
if
right.
I spawn my own deck, that's exactly how it is. To where it's just either bold text for my updraft, but it's just the title that is the Red Dragon in font. Let me spawn my deck as an idea here, just to show it off. Also, peep the Strunched player card.
Yeah.
But then when you pull it out, it expands like an inflatable toy.
Yay.
But if I show my deck, okay, oh ho ho, Hatsui has to just be impact bold font just because of it. But otherwise, when you see that too, it's just Times New Roman for everything else, or bold as you see here, Times New Roman, and that helps the clarity. Because if I put mine right next to Durkee's stuff, which is really the base, look at it, it's Times New Roman.
Yep, I see it.
So, that really isn't a big semantic problem because, I'm going to help with typesetting anyway.
Okay.
Different train of thought right here. This card right here, very strong. Cheating wise, not sure if it's too strong, but it's definitely something to look out for.
You know what the funny thing to me is?
Because that's 3 different beneficial effects.
It is
on a cheating card. I'm not sure how well that compares to other members of the cast though.
This one? Really?
Yeah, I think that's strong for a cheating card.
It is cheating. You get to it is cheating. So it's just it's buffeting your gambling, which is already weak enough.
Yeah.
Battlelust means that people have to spend for it, and the fact that you can't be affected means that you are getting up in resources either way.
Oh my god. Okay, this is another case of me. Okay.
Yeah.
Another case of me being dumb and misreading. I thought that was a gain Battlelust too.
No.
Yeah. Okay. If that's Battlelust spend, that perfectly fine.
Yes.
Honestly,
No.
Much
I'm not
weaker than I thought.
Yeah. Anything that says Battlelust without saying gain in front of it will always mean that I have to spend it. That is the case in every instance.
So
I'm
sorry.
So Battlelust 3 and Battlelust 2, like all these that just say Battlelust without having like something in front of it that says gain, all those that's a cost. So I don't gain Battlelust from my Unthrown Default You. That is the bidding cost, and that's where bidding starts at.
Got it. Okay, I misread that. It went from being very strong in my eyes to honestly a bit weaker.
So...
Yeah, no, it is very literally the normal expel someone effect, except I'm not always in control.
Yeah.
Now it's not a bad thing for me per se. However, it is something that's going to be out of my control a significant portion of the time. So I do feel that it's marginally weaker than the regular card.
But the thing is, too, gambling is already a weakness for your deck to begin with, and the people who are weaker in gambling altogether usually don't have cards really at that point to even, that usually don't have any special cards necessarily on the gambling side. This is special because it's helping organically, both for your gimmick with other people are spending Battlelust, so that's going to help your own leverage with your pile, and the fact that you can't be affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, it's innocuous, but I still think it's very powerful just because it's politics you don't have to interact with, and 2 people are losing. Somebody's losing the Battlelust, and somebody's losing the gambling.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! I have a question I've been meaning to ask since forever,
yes.
but I haven't actually had a chance to ask it before.
Yes.
Is it a nerf or a buff to increase or decrease the Battlelust cost? Let me explain. So, if I reduce the Battlelust cost to 1, more people can interact with it, right?
Yes.
But it's also cheaper for me if no one else has it, which you all saw that kind of doesn't happen. There's always somebody, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are times where Jas could have gotten involved, and I potentially could have given it to him. So I'm of the opinion that lowering the cost is a buff and raising the cost is a nerf. Sort of. Because if I make it too high, like let's say I took the same card but made it Battlelust 3, that means that reduces the number of people who can interact with it, but it also means that it's harder for me to activate. So what's the balance point there, do y'all think?
Could I address that later on in my thesis here, actually?
Go for it.
That would be on subject 3 of potential changes / things we could add to this here. So, number 1, once again, is...
Hold on, wait. Before you go into your thesis, I should mention this, because this might be important. I like Red Dragon in a lot. I also like to win. And so there is a ballpark that I'm aiming for on the power scale. I don't want to make the most powerful deck ever, right? I don't want to make a deck that I play this deck, therefore I win. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm joking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always joking. I hope you know when I say I am always joking about the win rate. But to be fair, there was a lot of stupid outs on this one. So like I said, this is kind of a non sequitur when you had 4 positive drains.
Yeah. And so one of my goals is that I make a deck that is somewhere in the high A, low S range. I don't want it to be the best deck on the table, but I do want people to know that it is a good deck, right?
That you are a threat on the table.
Yeah. And so, like, for example, I don't necessarily want to be the Molly of the table, where it's just always a benefit at all times with rare exceptions, right? Or where I even have multiple benefits on my table at the same time. That's not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Right? But I do want it to be that, like, I can consistently, at least once per turn, pull something off every now and then.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of where I'm at right now on the amount of battle lust I've been gaining and spending. There are outlier turns, like the one that I had with Crimson, where where I slapped them, then because we slapped each other, I was able to play another card and slap back for an extra chunk, right?
Yeah.
Etc., so on and so forth. But I was also only able to get away with that in the first place because, well, Crimson didn't bid me up.
Yeah, Crimson kept hitting you back and forth.
Yeah. Where if they didn't hit me, or if they didn't bid me up, right, where they had just let me, if they had bidded me up once in one earlier portion of the turn, I wouldn't have had the battle lust to do that string of attacks.
Yeah.
Right? And so on that front, I'm happy. And so more of what I'm looking at is the card effect unfun, or is there a tweak required to make it more understandable / palatable, right? That's where most of my thing is. For example, for this card, where is it? I just had it. Here we go. The I'm going to fold you. I think I agree that, like, it is a very powerful cheating card, not because it's particularly strong, but because I'm otherwise really weak at gold. So having anything that's a positive is good, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so I don't know that I want to get rid of it, but I'm also open to ideas.
I will address that in my thesis statement.
All right, let's go for it.
All right, let me take the sip first.
Uh-oh.
I just realized I was muted the whole time. God damn it!
Oh, I thought. Well, you left the tabletop lobby, so I thought you were going away for the night.
Oh, I'm gonna listen in for a bit, but I'm also getting prepped for like shower and getting to bed and stuff. I'm gonna leave when I get to that point, but I want to hear in.
Yeah. So, well, first, do you have anything more to say on this end, Crimson? So otherwise, I will probably beat my Dune Imperium rant by like 20 minutes.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah. So I'm gonna dip out.
Wait, what?
No, my insights aren't too much, but it's a lot more about talking semantics, as I need this to be a dialogue back and forth after I finish my thesis here.
Sure.
Okay, so I have to say this. I think that making it so it's easier to interact with some cards makes sense, whereas others want to be like that high commit cost. 3 is definitely the upper end of where it feels like it's reasonable to have any interaction with you besides you just saying, "Oh wow, look here, no one has any battle lust besides me."
Now I have.
I'm not sure if there might be a couple that more that you want to bring down to 1, but I like the fact that there's a lot that are at 2, so it's literally just as simple as you smack and they smack back, or something like that, and they can instantly get on the bidding, and at least force you to spend more of yours.
So
I think that's really my piece for it for now.
I think I could actually factor that into my point, or at the latter end of my thesis.
All right, sure.
All right. So I will divide this into 3 parts, and I'm checking my recording here. I am at 1 hour 51 minutes, so let's see how long this goes. Okay. My 3 points that I have overall is card clarity. So once again, it is just going to be semantics. Number 2, keyword. And number 3, it is going to be my suggestions and interactability. Number 1, on the semantics, like we said, the title is just on the Red Dragon Inn font or so, not too much of a problem. We'll send things over, and then I can send you I can send you the whole zip file of all your PNGs, so we can have another test run with clearer font. Hopefully that'll help clear things up, rather than, oh, I played this round, this is how this card works, if you're new to the table. Not too much of a problem on point 1 when it comes to it or so. And that'll also help cut down some of the card tests, considering how, like, from mine to... It wasn't necessarily egregious on my deck when it comes to anything that is like too much text necessarily. Updraft kind of takes a little bit, but like for example on my hit batch when it comes to it, it's it's still pretty legible, all things considered. I never had to shrink the font on it at all. Actually, no, that's my reduced, but like my hit bat, you see here. Okay, reduced it by 1 size, but it still gets the point. It still has all the hit bat talk, all the hit bat font, and it doesn't have anything weird about it. The updraft is cleanly explained, and I think that would, help iClarity so much.
Agreed.
But that's, that's semantics, that's an easy fix. Number 2 here. When it comes to your cards for Battle Lust, the first one that came to my mind since I got to interact with it, don't touch the hair. Pick another player. There was one Fortitude, and then like on with like the I am the manager. First and foremost, like let's look at I am the managers for my idea right here. Each other player loses 1 Fortitude. That happens, and then the bidding starts after that, right?
No. So this is not in order. Battle Lust always happens first.
Battle Lust happens first, because my point here is we need to potentially have a keyword to define when a card is saying an effect happens, and then Battle Lust, could alter the effect to be completely different. Or you need like an additional, or you need to have it say additionally, or change the ordering of the card top to bottom on how it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it says Battle Lust 2, 3, or whatever or so, but it might factor in different. When it comes to other characters or so, for getting to their sub-decks, Samantha the Bookie has the keyword Brawl instead of just draw the top card of your deck. We had Piper to where it said, draw an arrow, but that was also bolded to an extent. I remember when you were playing earlier on with, I think you were playing like somebody who was playing the Summoner. It has the animals and whatever or so, but that is also key indicated events when it comes to it. Keat himself, when we played him, it is like, it wasn't bolded necessarily, but it clearly defined every time in order to, if you give the card or if you reveal the artifact before you give it over, everything like that or so. We need to define operations if it is going to be it's this effect plus people can start bidding for the Battle Lust, or we got to bid for the Battle Lust to see if that hates effect first and foremost.
Yeah, and so this is a point where the language is not on the card, it's actually in Momo's rules, or base rules. So, unless otherwise stated, the Battle Lust always needs to be voted on before other effects happen.
Mm-hmm.
However, some cards have a target before, that's just normal card interactions. Like, this is just normal card gaming stuff, not a specific thing to Momo's weirdness, right?
Yeah.
Targeting someone is always done as part of you playing the card, right? So for example, I need to find something that targets somebody but doesn't say each, because like this one's easy because it says each, right?
Yeah.
And then the Battle Lust takes a precedence. Does anyone Battle Lust? Yes, no. If they do, well then we start bidding. If they don't, well then the top tech happens.
Yeah.
And that is covered in the Momo rule set. I'm trying to find a card that isn't the case for it. This is one, because it's already going to be a specific person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a card that, like, you can change the target. I don't think there is one.
But the fact is, like, even if it is in the rule set, for my first time in, even though I know intrinsically how the cards should work, I still am confused a bit by it here. So, my immediate suggestion is, I'm gonna draw from Gertie's stuff, for example, here, gambling them in. Even though we know how it works, or ignoring a drink, it still has right there, in parentheses, reveal the drink first, or each player including you must ante. I think for you, even though it does define it in your rules, you can say, pick another player, and then in parentheses underneath it, you can say, this, or no matter how Battle Lust resolves, or something, we'll figure out the wording, but the player chosen sits, in parentheses. That way, it's clearly defined that you are picking this person while the lust is going off or whatever.
Yeah, the majority of the changes really just do seem like they need to be, like, just wording and clarification.
Yes.
Yeah, clarification.
Ease of understanding.
Because
other than that, I like a lot of what the deck is doing.
Because I still saw
it feels like it's in a good place for being a strong A to your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you know what? That's a good point. I like that.
Because we need to, because like I said, even though like you got to say it out loud, and it's like, okay, for this situation, you are choosing the player. Fact is, I had to hear you word of mouth say it. I'll be honest, to make sure. Okay, this is how this card's interacting, because it's my first game in. And once again, ignore drinks, gambling, have these parentheses here. So even though we're veteran players and it's not changing really, it still is there just for semantics.
And you know what? Even thinking that, Cat is a veteran player, and even when playing the negate, the very normal something wrong with the drink, he still tried to contest that it didn't do what those cards normally do. And his exact point was, it doesn't have the extra text explaining what negate means.
Yeah, to be fair, that's also Cat being a semantics, but I'm being semantics for entire point here. But that's the whole purpose, to make everything in line, so it's all digestible.
Yep. No, I think it's a really good point. I think on this one, I ignored it on this one because I was getting frustrated with Trina, to be fair. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but once again, typesetting, we'll get to that. But the fact is, we need to keep it all in line. Everything needs to be up to OSHA code.
You know what though? We should probably go through real quick and see what cards need that. So this one
let's get to that afterwards. Because I want to address the rest of my points before we start modifying the cards anymore on that end.
Sure.
So typesetting, that's one thing. Being able to get that. My idea when it comes to it, Battle Lust already, I'm gonna be hearing the word Battle Lust in my dreams or so. Once again, Samantha the Bookie has the word Brawl or so. We have stuff like order a special reserve drink from the wench in bold, or stuff like that or so. I'm thinking, just, for flavor when it comes to it, and this is gonna tie into my point number 3 here, we could define a keyword for this of, I'm thinking, honestly, because it's Battle Lust, everybody's getting involved, and you already have a card of Feeding Frenzy, you could just bold the word Frenzy 2, Frenzy 3, or whatever. As your end-all be-all, this is where the bidding starts.
Okay.
Now, I'll get on to that point here, so we're gonna come back to this when it comes to it overall. But, when it comes, yeah, it's just gonna be typesetting, and we will have to go through that, but that is the main thing here. We need to clearly define when this is, a card that is, you target the person first, and then we start the bidding, or this is just straight up, we have to start the bidding because the card effects should be altered in one way or another. Now, third point on this here. This is all about my on how I played this game out with you here, both from the dirty perspective, and from, trying to define your weaknesses whenever it comes to it or so. And also, like, how I feel around the table. For me, on my own perspective or so, for my very limited life of not even 3 turn cycles, I lived for 2. It didn't even get back to me for my third one.
Yeah.
If it was in a vacuum with me interacting with you, I had 1 interaction to where... I had 3 interactions overall. I had 1 to where it was, the drinks immediately from the beginning. It was 2, I bid you up for that 1 gold. Or, like, the 9 Battle Lust counters in total. My 4, your 5, if I recall, or so.
Yeah, correct.
And then I got hit with, like, a cleave or something. What? I got to interact with it 3 times, and I got to bid once or so. So overall, I did get to interact with it, but I feel when it comes to it, I got to interact with it just because of how things just kind of paced around or so. Crimson woefully interacted with it, and they got a lot out of it, and us two were really interacting back and forth. No, I gave you a drink, I think, was actually the third one, rather.
Yes.
So, we are being rewarded for interacting with it, and although the whole purpose is to interact, that way you can play into the table politics or so, fact is, Jazz still died due to not having enough counters to really bid up on the last one, and even when you said, I'm going to interact with you, and they got up to 2, it still was not enough. That uninteractability still reigned to me, and even though Cat died from gold, they only had 1 counter, I think.
Yeah, they actually never got a counter, because the only damage I took from them was from them negating my sometimes cards to negate the drink. Or ignore a drink.
Now let me...
And that doesn't give them Battle Lust counters.
Yeah. So let me get into a big example here. Have you played a game with Poochie the Vicious yet?
Nope.
Let me spawn them in. Their whole gimmick is pretty simple. Their cards will basically do more damage, as you can see right here. And they have this little mood, or like their cards will have more effects with this mood counter. They start at calm, and anytime any of these 4 conditions are met, their mood gets worse. A card played from your hand makes you lose fortitude, you lose 3 or more alcohol from a drink, you participate in a round of gambling and you lose, or you just have a card that says your mood gets worse or so.
All right.
So when it comes to it, I'm gonna like find stuff or so. You have ways to get back down to calm, which is bad for you because you want to constantly be getting madder and madder. I'm gonna find an idea here. So you can see right here. Yeah, there was 1 fortitude. If there's if Pookie, the character, is psychotic, there was 2, and your mood gets worse either way. The main thing is that you are constantly being rewarded interacting or non-interacting out of turn, and your swings aren't that big. That's a 1 fortitude damage or 2 fortitude, technically, when it comes to it, and you're getting your mechanic when it comes to it overall here. This would be like the big cash out when it comes to it here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go back to calm, so it's like Serena in a way. But you see the idea when it comes to it, so you get to interact with all 3 main phases of it. Fortitude, alcohol, gambling, or playing your own cards. That's how you get to interact with your mechanic. I think for you here, and this is where I'm going to actually bring up I'm going to fold you. I think while you can say it is a buff/nerf to take it up to 3 or 1, here's my idea. Pookie's whole deck, when it comes to it, he is getting rewarded out of turn for bad things happening to him, but he's still tanking the effects whenever it comes to it or so. He still is trading a resource, his health bars, for being able to either hit more or just act on par, rather.
Right.
He doesn't have politic value besides, I guess I'm gonna hit you since you hit me necessarily, but he's getting to constantly interact and people are getting to constantly interact with him. For you, you brought up the point of like your cheating cards better or so when it comes to it, but otherwise, Jazz barely got to interact with you on a meaningful scale because you weren't necessarily in the lead because Crimson was getting to bat blows back and forth with you, so that might, seem on one side bullying. On that side then, unless you are being bullied, it means then, to me, only a select few people are really gonna get to actually hoard the counters to be able to interact more and to cash out more on that side. So I think the idea here is why I brought up that keyword of frenzy, battle lust. The flavor is people are trying to participate with you, right? Pookie is getting a worse mood if he's losing his stuff. So on this end, if my idea is, let's say like to add an extra flavor, I have 2 ideas that I'm gonna float by, and then we'll address this in turn. 1.
Sure. Also, thanks for the highlighter power. Go ahead.
To shore up, rather to make it even more punishing for you, to exaggerate the fact that, hey, people need to realize that gambling is a weakness. Maybe for an idea, if you win a round of gambling, or if people are in a round with you when you win or so, they get like a battle lust counter. You're still getting gold, which is showing up your weakness, but they have another way to interact with you, because they interacted with you in the way of gambling. And once again, besides I'm going to fold you, nobody, like, if you win or so, like you won like the drinking contest or something, like if you get gold from, because you don't necessarily have a card that is getting gold from everybody on its own.
I don't know. I did, but I removed it. Because that's what mine now used to be.
Yes.
Mine now used to be I get a gold from everybody. And I removed it because I thought it was I was trying to emphasize a weakness.
Yes, but the thing is that that's another layer that people aren't getting interacted with you. So whether it be, I think it could be a universal change on your card, like on your roll sheet, to where if you win a contest or if you win gold, like if you gain gold from somebody, whether it be a contest, gambling, if you just gain gold from them in any way, they get a battle lust because they're interacting with you still.
Do you think it would be worthwhile to do the same language on Fortitude, but for gold?
I do think so, to make it ubiquitous, because once again, even though you are weak in gold, people, that gold is still independent of you. It's a weakness, but it's independent from your mechanic. And that's the thing. Even if people, I could have targeted you more for your gold, more than I already did in this game here. But the fact is, I only got the cash out on 1, and you still won that cash out to stop, to keep 1 gold. I batted with you for 1 gold, for crying out loud. So I think that could be something to help people be able to interact more, because once again, Jazz got 2 counters. Cat got none. Whether it be from how early Cat died to how, but no, that actually proves my point, because yeah, Cat died early, they never got a chance to interact with you on the table, whereas they interacted with me 4 times over with gold. Whereas Jazz, they necessarily didn't have to interact with you because once again you weren't in the lead, but they made it to the end game!
Yeah, and by that point, like
they
it
made it
was
to the end game
really-
and they were locked out from even battling for Battle Lust in the last encounter with Crimson.
Yeah, the gold language probably needs to be very careful, because if it's just any gold, that could get out of hand really fast.
I think we should just keep it to gambling / contest
gambling.
wins.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Because we had 2 contests. You won one of them. But the fact is, when you won that one still, you won gold, which brought you from 3 gold to 7. And, well, guess what? Now you aren't in danger of one of your main weaknesses, and nobody can really still bat blow for blow for you on your own cards.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, I think the way to word it then would be something along the lines of, if you lose a round of gambling or a contest, the winner and you get a battle lust. If you win a round of gambling or a contest, every player gets a battle lust. That's probably the way to word it, right?
I think that's good, because that was one thing that I remember when I DM'd you about it, or I think I just messaged in here in gaming of, did you, like, when we tried to hit the soft cap for how many counters there are, did you ever hit it? You said the average was 5 to 6 counters for people.
Yeah, and in fact, you saw it this game, right? Like this game, I never had more than 6 counters this game.
That's the thing. You did. At most, I capped out at 5. Crimson, I think, had the most ever at a time of 4, otherwise then. And then it just went down the table to where Jazz only ever had 2 and Cat had 0.
Yeah, and the total amount at one point hit like, what was it? It was, you had 5, Crimson had 4, I had 5, and then I think Jazz had 1. So that means that there was 15 on the table, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 15 on the table. And Cat had none of it.
Yep. So that's the it goes back to uninteractability again of Jazz. The one time they could have meaningfully saved their life from it, they literally couldn't because they were just outbid from the get-go. Yeah.
Yep. If a player wins a round of gambling or a contest, the winner receive 1 gold. Battle Lust, wow. Battle Lust. And then if Mao wins a round of gambling or a contest, every player receives 1 Battle Lust. That's a good change, I think. That makes it more interactable, which is the entire point of the deck, right?
Yeah.
And it's definitely like shoring up something strange that wasn't like. Yeah, thanks, Egg. That's the idea, Egg. I'm glad.
Yeah, thank you for listening in, Edge. This is game design. I went through 7 playtests, but my mechanic was easier. This is what, playtest 12 you said now?
Yeah. Yeah, and the problem that I've always had with trying to playtest it is like a lot of times I'll have a new player on my board.
Yep.
Or it's a group of new players. And so I usually don't even play Moamau the first round that we play together because like I know they won't understand her.
Yeah.
And even after a round or 2 of like playing the game, I'm not convinced that people understand her at all.
Now you had 2 veterans here, and granted one of the veterans bowed out in turn 1.5.
Yeah, that was so rough.
Yeah. Hyper is actually a pretty good cheating character when it comes to it, if I recall as well, too. So, they just got beaten by Dirty Horde of Coin. You don't bat with the king now.
Yep.
But that is solution number 1 that I had in my mind. Now, I'm going to go on to I'm going to fold you, and I'm going to address your rules for bidding then. If multiple people, including Moamau, opt to pay the Battle Lust cost, start a round of Battle Lust bidding. The minimum bid on the card, starting with the person who wanted to pay the Battle Lust first in turn order. Doesn't that start with you to activate some of the better ones, right?
Yes.
Now, here's my idea. This could change how your deck votes entirely, so this is an idea once again here. I don't think you necessarily have to change I'm going to fold you, but I'm using that as a vacuum, but I don't know how well it would apply to the rest, so listen to me here. The bidding starts with you in turn order, and then it goes in turn order, right?
Not always, because I don't always bid. If I opt out, it starts with whoever is not me, that is in turn order to my left. So, for example, in the case where Crimson and Jas both opted in, Jas actually starts that interaction, but Crimson happened to have more battle lust, so they won regardless. Yeah.
Because the main thing that comes to my mind is that, of course, it's in your priority, and your deck, allows you to generate more battle lust than other people. But the main thing that comes to my mind with it is the fact of, since you get first say, and that gives you so much power to be able to say, I can basically bid first or bid last in an interaction if I want to, / not even bid at all, means that cards like these or so, means that people are absolutely, okay, not exactly I'm going to fold you, but like ones that would maybe like, change the effect of the card altogether, like I am the manager, for instance, or so.
Right.
Oh, okay, well, you wouldn't be spending on, well, you could spend on it. Well, that's the thing that I'm having trouble with on this idea here.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, like, I'm thinking to myself, you yourself don't have to necessarily spend, but there needs to be an incentive. Because it's like defensive cards. People need to get your battle lust out as people need to get defensive cards out. And the fact that you can choose, yeah, I don't have to activate this effect, but other people might want to, that's draining resources, and they're not eating the rich, which is you. You can just kind of avoid that. And yeah, I understand the nuance with that, but I do see it could be a problem, because at the end of the game, what was the counters at? 2, 3, 6 on you at the end.
Yep, and here's the thing that I struggled with when I was like not designing this, but in some of the games, right? So it happens multiple times a game, every game. It did this in this one because it was so fucking fast, right? But in most games, there's multiple turns where I can't activate the effect at all. Like it's not even in my options because I don't have enough battle lust. And it actually used to happen more often, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Because in the first version of the deck, I had it so that I always had to bid. And there was still the rule about any battle lust you spend must go away. Anything you bid must go away, right? And so when that set of rules was in effect, I really only ever got to be in control once or twice a game, right? Period. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, because that felt bad. That felt really bad. But at the same,
sorry.
I wonder if the rules change should be that if you don't win, you don't spend the battle lust. If that's the interaction, but then that kind of results in the same scenario as scenario 1, right? Where, like, I'm already spending the battle lust I get, even if I do win, right?
Yeah.
And so now I'm already having to compete with multiple people if they notice what I'm doing, which they don't.
Real quick.
Yep.
What if you had it like any battle lust that from players get that don't win is your return like half rounding down, maybe as a middle ground?
My suggestion.
I couldn't hear a word they said.
Crimson's suggestion was losers get half of their battle retain half of their battle lust rounded down. My suggestion that I was gonna voice out potentially would be, if you don't win yours. But okay, let me put this out here. I'm referencing Pookie again, to where, once again, his interactability is, even if he's losing, he's still taking hidden resources, but he's getting a gain in his overall mood. And this battle lust is, it stands over as a meter for everybody. Here's my wacky, and this is a spitball at the wall balance idea here.
Sure.
Why don't you actually tone down the battle lust cost for stuff like that? What if Unfold You was battle lust 1, but on the end when it comes to it, if people lose interactions with battle lust, it's like, let's say if they had stat to 3 or 4, it's still spent, but since they lost, they start with 1 because they're seething. They didn't win the battle, so they want to jump into the next one. And then same for you. If you don't win an interaction, you get to maybe hold on to 1, or maybe that rounded idea, since since it allows you to still, even if you lost your interaction, it's your deck. You should have a bigger leg up on the next time or so. It incentivizes people to buy in more. It forces people to spend more, and it gets interaction around all the table then. Additionally, with that whole gold tangent that we had before. This is a spitball idea, so I need to hear what you think about it. But I'm throwing ideas at the wall, seeing if there's any little cherry pits that we can cherry pitch.
So Crimson is saying keep half if you lose. You're saying keep 1 if you lose. If I'm interpreting what you said correctly.
Mine was just a spitball idea because I just came back and heard what you were talking about. So I don't know any of the context surrounding it.
Context is just uninteractability whenever it comes to it. We talked about on the on the gold side, but our current topic is really just D3 needs to, as per their deck, since this is a global deck, if we're going to be toning up the fact that people can interact more, D3 still needs to be able to win more of their interactions, because from early drafts, they had to spend their lust, and if they're losing all of their lust interactions, then that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, the first version of the deck, that was actually one of the games I lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I got second place, so it was coming down to me and one other person.
Yeah.
But it came down to they were actually able to spend my battle lust and I couldn't. So I actually wasn't able to target them at all with any of my offensive action cards. So at that point in time, there wasn't a distinction. Every action card could be redirected. It was each one said target a non-Moamau player. So because they had just accrued so much battle lust in the first couple of rounds and then just never spent it, and I was forced to spend at all times, they just outbid me for my own cards, and I wasn't able to target them at all.
Mm-hmm. Spitball idea.
So,
sorry, go on. You need to finish your point.
And so there were two questions. There were two solutions I had to approach. Either one, bidding had to change so that I wasn't forced to bid, and other people had the opportunity to bid without me. Or I had to include wording on every card saying that if there's only one other target, you must choose that target. And between the two, I was like, one of them is an interaction mechanic and where we can have a negotiation, and one of those is a non-interactable mechanic where it's me and you, mano a mano. And I was like, I want interaction mechanics. So I leaned in on the former.
Yeah.
Rather than just negating people's ability to choose.
Mm-hmm. So that lands us to exactly where we are on discussing, because the spitball idea that I had, Crimson, I don't know how long you were away, was that we maybe lowering the battle loss on some and letting people, maybe retain as you walked in on now to incentivize more on the ideas here. Because here's the balancing lever that I still have to put out. Even if you are we added one lever as our turn draft on the gold side for people to generate more battle loss. I think that's going to let people interact more, but it's not going to tip the scales for you losing your interactions more. Because the fact is that is, showing up a weakness, but it shows up a gold weakness, but allows people to interact more on that side. But I don't think necessarily we are turning it too far, because the main thing still is, even if people are maybe even getting close to within 1 or 2 lust tokens range for you, D3, not all of these effects are necessarily going to be things that you have to spend for, and for the ones that you do want to spend for, rather, you can still table politic around.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a power level which we only can find out more in playtesting. And granted, for the 2 table politic interactions that we had, it was still just a shut and dry case. I have 1 more counter than you, so that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a bit of it that it's like I kind of like your idea. Cruz, about just make costs a bit cheaper so that more people are incentivized to get in on it, so people can't get it for free, and so a 1 cost might end up taking 3 or 4 out of the table. Just in general, that isn't even you getting in on the bidding, just from other people not wanting to get hit by a cleave or whatnot.
Maybe something. One second, I'm just spitball ideas or so. Maybe something like, if you spent 3 or more battle lust and lost a bidding, retain 1 or something like that or so. That way, even if you lost, you still have a chance to interact with the next battle lust immediately afterwards or something like that or so. I don't know. Because let's say you lost a round for bidding, and you spent 3 battle lust tokens for it. Well, all of that's gone, and guess what? It is a dip. It's a mountain and a valley with how battle lust is, whether you win or lose, because you are in for whatever it is, and then you're out for another turn cycle until you have enough to where you're comfortable to try to bid up for an effect or so. At the very least, let's say let's say you have 3, you bid 3, you'll lose. At the very least, you have 1 token. At the very least, you get to have 1 token for next time to at least have a say, or at least get to bid somebody up, whether it be Moamau or not, so you can get rid of people's resources. Or let's say that interaction made you still lose a fortitude. Well, guess what? You have 2! 1 from losing, and 1 from getting hit by Moamau. So you have precedence, potentially, in the actual next bidding war. And vice versa, too. The other people then have an incentive to make you spend both of those then.
I wonder if there might be like a way to make it just so you can get more as well, while like everyone else gets more, and you still also get more without it becoming like oppressive from either side.
My idea to
there's
this,
I think the simplest language that's really easy to track and see how it performs is just, if you lose the bid, retain 1 battle lust. I think is probably the simple way to word it, that it doesn't become complicated, it's easy to track, and it's also easy to monitor to see how effective it is at solving the problem. Which the core problem is, the goal of the deck is to interact. However, some people are shunted out of interacting because of just the sheer number of actions on action economy on a table is what causes the lack of interaction. Now, to be fair, I also didn't draw very many of my, until the very end there, I didn't draw a lot of my area effect ones, right? But still, but the same basic principle applies.
Yeah,
right?
even if we, even if Winston we can say it's in a vacuum, well, guess what? We're in the vacuum. That did happen this game anyway.
It is an outlier. It shouldn't be considered the normal, but it should still be considered.
Yeah, and I think that's perfectly reasonable language to add in, because then we can observe like how the bidding changes. My only concern with it is that it maybe pushes us towards the point again where I'm losing more than I'm winning on my bids. But you do have a good point that table politics does mean I did have an interesting thought right now. I haven't actually seen any other table politics decks when I think about it. They don't exist in the game. And something that Kat said before catches my eye now. In my IRL group and in my group that I was playing with, and with I don't think it's happened with y'all, I've done it before, even before I made the Moa Mao deck, where you could exchange gold for services. It's happened in real life and at my table, or where like someone will give me 3 gold, or I'll give someone half of my gold for them to never attack me again until we're the last 2 left, or to not attack me this turn, right? But when I said that to Kat was flabbergasted.
Because there's like, it is rules is written straight up for Red Dragon Inn, and well, you know, I've never done that with my IRL groups. I can see how that can work, but Kat's on semantics, and you've seen how he gets about semantics. Not in a bad way, but he is very stickler for that, because we've been playing this game for exactly so. He has all the additions we're trying to draw. This is the purest game. This is the beautiful game of baseball, and no rules are gonna change about it.
Yeah, and like I ran into something where like from my own gaming experience with my group, I assume table politics is always on the table. And I realized kind of why I wanted to make this deck. I wanted to make this deck because people don't interact with each other except to punch each other.
Because the most that we really have is Grinderbin from Adventurers 9. That's more on who Grinderbin wants to give the stuff to, if multiple people bid for it. And otherwise, that's really it.
Yeah. Like, I'm glancing around to see who else does politics as part of their basic mechanics. And I don't think I see anybody.
It's just Frank, honestly, for selling potions, and Grinderbin. So, the 2 shopkeepers. Quite literally so, when it comes to it.
Yeah. And so, like, everything else is like, who do I give drinks to? I give drinks to whoever doesn't have drinks, or whoever would be funny to give more drinks to.
Yep. Hi. 5 drinks here.
And the part that I catch about that is that, well, there isn't a mechanic for you to know what the drinks are as the person who's delivering them. You could actually be giving people something that benefits them, which apparently did happen this game, right? 4 times. 4 times.
Outlier, but it happened.
Yeah. And so it made me realize that's not a point of politicking. And then I thought about like the way that we play. Well, we're not necessarily out to kill anyone as fast as we can. And we want to play the game for as long as we can. Right? And that also made me realize that the person of who you hit is almost always who do you have a current grudge against, or who do you who has the most health, right?
Yep.
Which means Moa Mao here is the unique mechanic of who has the most bloodlust, or who wants to play ball.
Yeah,
And that doesn't
exactly
exist
that.
in Red
And the
Dragon.
fact is, all of those effects when it comes to it for Bloodlust or Ball, that benefits you because other people are spending theirs and not yours, or they're just not targeting you because they're playing Ball with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I think this does lead me back to what Dagon said at the start. I am not the strongest defensive deck. I don't have the hardest hitting cards. I don't have the best gold. Knight Maximus. What my card has is the old. He said an unparalleled ability to politic. I'm going to say the only deck at the table that does politics.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone else just kind of slugs with each other. They don't really talk about who gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're trying to be like, well, we're all equal, pick that person. Because they could do this, or this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I really have 3 chasers.
You had +1, -1 to start, and then you would have had a 4.
Also, I'm heading off now. I'm getting back and try to remember this probably our sleep. So
Good night then. I mean, I was gonna finish up my
Night.
stuff in just a little bit here because I am getting close to my eyes shutting on me.
Yeah, no, fair.
Have a
But-
good night. If
have a
I
good
come
night,
up with any more ideas, I guess I'll share them.
Yeah, I mean, just share it in gaming.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
like please keep us posted on what you end up deciding V3.
Yeah. But get back to your point about table politics and how you are the unparalleled ability.
Yeah, because like I had the realization that in most other card games, my deck would actually be kind of bad. Right, for like the power level that it plays at for each individual, like on a card by card basis.
Mhm.
But I'm the only game in town, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly so. Because as much as we keep talking about it, like, fact is, the lever is still, the ball is in your court more often than not. And even if I am suggesting these things here to give more power to the people, for your side on addressing the fact that you might feel a little bit worse on Where, I think they might be a pretty simple idea when it comes to it. Once again, spitball. Piper draws an arrow at the start of a draw phase here. Nerodia has to unpetrify cards or so when it comes to it. Pookie tried to get mad at will. Like, Frank reveals a potion. Grindabin reveals his entire thing or so. People with stuff, Molly, Tercy, etc., reveal their things at the beginning of their turns. And then there's a few end of turns potentially when it comes to it or so. Rents, well, technically that's during his action phase, but you get the idea. Kaelin changes Wolfrit's mood at the end. Blah, 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 blah. What if for you, when it comes to it, okay, so the 2 levers that I've suggested for people, for the gold side, for AoE, for interactability, and people retaining their battle lust, gives power to the people. My idea with my next suggestion here is the fact is, chances are, if you're gonna be spending battle lust, it's gonna be on your action turn, on your action, when it's an effect that you really want to go off anyway or so. You still have a lot of politic value outside of your turn, just from the fact that people having battle lust, not counting if you do or do not yourself. And once again, that aforementioned power of people spending resources to not hit you, and to spend those resources so you're powerful on your next swing. But if you're worried that you might be outpaced considering how since people can bed you up more, why not just literally turn order, discard and draw, action, order drinks, drink, and then like an add amendment or something like that of like gain a battle lust, or like if you didn't gain battle lust on your action or from an action card or some shit like that or so, gain a lust. So you still will have an edge up naturally, but people will still be bidding around the table more overall.
I had a sort of sideways thought that occurs to me now. Right? It is normal to have resource access at start of turn. So what if every player gains 1 battle lust at the start of Moamao's turn? And then the thought is her other interaction cards, right? Her actions, right? Many of them I was thinking about getting rid of that language, but now I wonder if I should keep it. If I did that, I would probably keep it. That way I have more battle lust generation than everyone else does. But on average, more people can interact with the card in general.
Could be. We'd have to play around with the levers, considering how once again my earlier suggestion too was just to tone down the lust counters. That way, like, for example, the one to kick somebody out of cheating, that would be at 1, and if somebody lost, they can at least still pay into it. I suggested at the end of your turn, because my thought was, you might spend Battle Lust on your action, and then you're out of Battle Lust. And then, being at the end of the turn, meaning that you get 1 without having to spend a card to do so, means that at the very least you have a say in any out-of-turn encounters sometimes that you play. Just get the bidding going or so. Because let's say it's like, sometimes when it comes to it, so you might get, yeah, you might get a Battle Lust just from that, and then the bidding's there. That's my idea to make sure that you have more priority. Because if it's your turn, it's your turn. That's your spike. That's your power spike turn. You get an action all to yourself.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be spending your lust on your action more often than not, right? So your swings, I'm trying to reduce the valley and accelerate your mountains more. So that way, as opposed to where other people, unless they win, I'd say if they win, then that's, you know, alright, I won, my battle lust is sated, both flavor-wise and for the fact that I won that interaction. Now I'm out of battle lust for a good while, at least for the next 2-3 biddings or so. But for you, that keeps you always invested in the bidding, even if it is just to tie and bid somebody up. So you still get your power, but it also means that you're always interacting with your own mechanic, at the very least.
Yeah, and you're switching just for Moa Mao and not for everyone at the end of return?
It was an idea, but once again, we're spitballing and we might have to workshop it. Because my thought is, once again, on average, kind of like just because I'm thinking back to my own updraft when it comes to it. When I first started and how it was always my stuff, I'm always playing it out, and it's, yeah, I have ones that affect other people, but it is always helping, but on average, it would be more beneficial to me and to somebody else. Your Battle Lust has multiple levers, with the fact that, not counting the buffs that we are giving to other people, with the fact that you can generate it on your cards, you can, other people can spend it, meaning that even if you yourself didn't interact, other people did, and that's gonna retroactively buff your next big actor sometimes. You kind of see where I'm going with this? You still have a good amount of degree, and once again, not counting table politics, which can absolutely skew the fact that even if you are 1 or 2 counters less than somebody, you can just politic them into spending it on outside your turn, and then guess what? When it gets back to your turn, then absolutely you're in there.
Yeah, which is what happened this day, right?
Because my issue with, even if everybody gains it at the beginning of your turn, you're still on equal footing, and you're still earning more battle lust more often than not than anybody. So you'll spend everything, and then, well, nobody can still outbid you. Yeah, they'll have to bid up, technically or so, but I don't necessarily know about that.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, that's a +1 resource to everybody. Everybody's gonna bid up. It's a moot point to everybody get 1.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, no, you're right. Where even if I do give 1 to everybody consistently, then, right, that means that just moves the floor. It doesn't. Yeah. Right. And it doesn't really change like the direction of interaction. I think that means that's what I'm going to put a pin on, but not implement right away. Yeah. And we'll see if the gold one is enough.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Because we adjusted 2 levers on the gold and the fact that people will retain on a loss. And that's why I said, I think that's 2 levers in favor for the people, but you still generated 6 when I at most generated 5, and I still lost my interaction with you. So I don't know if even the 1 lever for you to maybe just get a battle lust at the end of your turn is too much then, but we're spitballing on this.
Yeah, I'll leave that out for now and just add in the gold language for now, where like on gold transfer stuff happens. I think that's a perfectly reasonable place to like adjust the general rule without necessarily guaranteeing anything, right? And then if that one's still not enough and people still aren't interacting enough, or like we're still finding dead zones, then I'll add in the other clause. But this also leads me to something that I thought of now that might also be an impacting factor. Compared to a lot of my random friends, and at least a couple people here, I'm relatively charismatic. Politics is not quite my superpower, but I am quite good at talking to people, right?
And quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie, when half the reactions I just said, yeah, no, that happens, alright, fair enough. It's not me going down on people, but like, people will fold. Because it's not their control. And especially, once it might also be a knowledge check of like, well, I guess. You know?
Yeah, like, I think the only person who caught on to how important the O for little old you is was you. That game. Like, no one else, everyone else was just like, I guess. Like, what does it matter for?
Yeah, because
But you were like,
it's
wait a
1
minute.
gold, but the fact is you had 6 counters! I had 4, and I'm the only person who can really do anything, because otherwise, like I said, with the whole point of, yeah, I know you have an Anora drink card, but you have to get it out somehow. Otherwise, it's just literally, alright, I did whatever battle lust I want in the future, and nobody can do anything about it. I have to do something, even if it takes my priority away from the table.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the way I've always tried to balance it is that I'll have more battle lust than any individual, but compared to the group, I'll be short. It's kind of what I've been aiming at, right? And so in that case, I'm short by 3 compared to the group in total.
Now,
even if I have,
oh, sorry.
Even if compared to any individual person, like I had a lot more than you. I had 1 more than you did. I had a lot more than Crimson and Jas did. But right,
Yeah. I think I do like the design philosophy that you have here. My problem, or rather I wouldn't say it's a problem, I think the fact is, like, I think that is your win condition, is how I'm gonna define this. Get into a 1v1 battle lust, since you can out-bustle an individual or so. But otherwise, secondary to that, is the fact that you need to table politic other people to spend around. That way the group stays at a lower level altogether when it comes to it. That way you can try to just really outmuscle the individual that you need to target when it comes to it mostly or so. I know that it's an open bidding, but my point is hopefully clear. And the fact is, I don't know how it comes with groups or so, but the fact that, for me and my game, I'd say, like, this is my first game with it, and I'm immediately like, no, we need to keep the relative level down on this end. And that was my 1 interaction in 2 turns, but the fact is, it was a good one. It felt good, even if I lost it, because the fact is, you still spent for that.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. It's just like, even if you lose, you feel like you're winning because you're making me spend one way or the other.
It was for 1 fucking gold, for crying out loud, and then you got it from the inn, because I swiped the tip. It was funny, it felt good for me, because I still got to cash out in a way, even if I lost. And the fact is, I'm like, alright, well, the floors are open then for whoever else, but that went into the fact that, I interacted with you, Crimson interacted with you, nobody else had counters, so what's the point?
Yeah.
But that's sideways to it, Fact is, that interaction felt good on paper when it comes to it, but overall, there is still those levers to look at. Because when it comes to it, like, I'll be honest, my eyes are really closing soon, and it is almost 8 AM, so let me go through everything first and foremost. Semantics. We talked about that. If you want to, just send things over to me, along with all the changed language, but you've already been doing that in DMs, and I can typeset things for you whenever I get a chance. 2, we will add in the parentheses potentially or so, and you will want to, I'm just going to typeset, I want you to type out whatever changes I need to do, that way I don't interpret something wrong, because it is your deck.
Yeah.
3, I don't know if we still want to keep Battle Lust or the wording of Frenzy on there. No, just for flavor.
Battle Lust is mostly a flavor word. Yeah, Battle Lust is just a flavor word, right? Yeah. If it needs to shrink down to 1 word to be easier to say, like Frenzy, I'm open to that.
It's right? Flavor, and once again, like, everyone, get in here! I think it's funny, but it's not my deck, it's your call. And also, I'm thinking, I will be honest as well, this suggestion is also stemming from space at the card.
Yep, no, that's fair.
I'll workshop it, I'll send you 2 drafts.
Yeah, I like Battle Lust for now.
Right, and
I think definitely I think either way, the biggest problem is definitely what's the word I'm looking for here? The biggest problem is definitely, part of the confusion of the card is that they are they're tough to read, and that makes them harder to play against, because people are routinely misinterpreting the words.
Yeah.
And that's not anyone's fault, that just is the way that it is. Right? But that also means it's very fixable. right? Like,
Yeah. But once again, that's the semantic side when it comes to it. That is, we can start to understand it afterwards.
Yeah, I think if I had to suggest something on that front, I would probably fix the typesetting first.
Yeah.
Before worrying about changing any of the words on the cards. Because once it's set, then I can just change the wording of the cards, and we don't have to.
Yeah, fair enough then. All right. Yeah, typesetting first. So I'll do that typesetting. I'll just exactly as written when it comes to it then, and we'll fix on that. Also on that side, I will need to change the gems because they are still my gem colors.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Feel free. Blue and gold.
Yep, fair enough then. I will do that. Then 3 levers that we are looking at. Yes, we are turning the lever on for your rules change potentially of if you gain gold from a round of gambling or from a drinking contest / drink event or so. Then, well, actually, no, it's just drinking contest. So, round of gambling or drinking contest. People who lost get 1 battle lust. Because even if it is everybody getting 1 and you aren't getting 1, fact is that doesn't always happen. And that is still a weakness that you are shoring up, which is still a target on your batch, as people can interact with you more outside of just targeting your gold in that point then.
Yep.
Lever number 2, I know I suggested, I want to make sure, like, is this a yes as well to, if people spend, like, once again, like, Battle Lust and they lose the bidding, they retain at least 1.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say just 1, just be very specific. Retain 1 Battle Lust that you spent.
I think we might want to be specific on this end too. Do we need to say this, or do we need to add a clause of like, if they spent at least 2 more or 3 more? Because then, if you're just at 1, you're always just going to be bidding it. There's no incentive not to. So it has to at least be a value of 2 or 3. And
spent at least 3, retain 1 battle you spent. There.
Because then it encourages you, kind of like when people, kind of like what happened earlier, towards like, yeah, I have a whole round of gambling cards and I still lost. Goes bad, but at the very least, you still are incentivized to play out that round of gambling. You're still incentivized to spend your battle lust.
Yup.
Gotta make sure that's clear, because otherwise, once again, we're moving the line up of just 1 is the new 0.
Yes. Yeah. And no, I think you have raised a good point, and I agree with you. In light of that, I think the only card change that's directly a card change is going to be on Ampulle of Lorenzini, because that card is already a reasonably strong card.
Mm-hmm.
The extra getting 2 Battle Lust out of that interaction is not necessary in the slightest.
Yeah.
It doesn't change how the card functions. It doesn't change when I would spend it or use it. It just means that there's other people can interact a little bit more in interesting ways.
Yeah. And then otherwise, last point before because I'm my eyes are hurting. I'll be honest with you. It's dude, it's a 6.5 hour stream that I've been going on for. This is well beyond my margin. But I enjoy these thoughts, don't get me wrong. It's just, we wats. Both of us do. Like, last one. This is a lever that we are not touching, because we need to have a playtest first to see how good the lever is in both your favorite and the other. Of idea to workshop, if it comes to it, of you gaining lust at the end, or people gaining.
Yeah, that one can't be touched yet, because
we need to see how far the lever is. Otherwise, we won't be able to define, hey, what went wrong in this playtest if we change too much.
Yeah, exactly. Where if it gets interacted with now, there's a chance that we'll miss a better breakpoint.
Mm-hmm. And once again, we are already changing 2 clear levers, not counting the card balancing / clarity that we're doing here. That's already a lot. So introducing a whole new turn mechanic already, that's going to trigger every turn for yours, that once again, we're not going to be able to define exactly what went wrong in this playtest. We need to hypothesize and start bit by bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say you DM me those findings. You might want to post that out for Crimson, since they did ask about it, and then that way we, have it for everybody else who wants to see, and I am going to sleep. Because this VOD on this game itself is 2 hours, 47 minutes. We beat Uno the movie again. Alright, I'm ending the stream here. It's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, your true ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or night, at least from my side of the world, have a wonderful night now. How do I constantly get into character and be able to sign off like that? I do not even know.
I'll see y'all in 8 hours.
For another round?
So I don't know. I actually don't have a plan on what I was going to do because my original plan to draw got sidetracked by well, what they asked for. I can't draw on Twitch. the perennial problem.
Yeah.
So they're going to be
Picardo is gone. I'm kidding.
Yep. I could go back to Picardo, but I don't want to. Like
I just said, Picardo is gone.
Yeah, Picardo's gone. Yeah. So I don't know. I might just ask to see if people want to play more RDI.
I think I have an afternoon or evening shift, so quite frankly, depending on how much time I sleep, or I just don't set my alarm tomorrow, quite frankly, I might be able to typeset your stuff out within a day or two.
Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna rush it then.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Bye-bye, good night. Should I raid someone? I should, right? That's just good courtesy.
I need to go to sleep. I'm sorry. From my side. Plus, I think to have, like, me and Calvin.
I'm going to diff you all to deadly. I'm guessing if y'all are awake right now, then you're awake because, well, you'd be awake anyways. That's what I'm hoping. I hope no one else stayed up till 3 a.m. for me. And if you did, I appreciate you so much.
I'd hope that they'd stay awake for me. You kidding me? Brother, this game stinks. I need during community night this Saturday. I absolutely need to play Red Dragon and Drain, because if this goes on for 3 hours, I would absolutely be sloshed by the end of it.
Oh my god!
I can play Tabletop Sim in VR. You can see me stumble around.
Oh, perfection, under perfection.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm going to sleep.
No, I should go to bed. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not. My rating policy is that if I can't stick around, I'm not going.